As soon as you click record, I drop my bottle cap.
Oh my God, listen to this tune.
Very appropriate, too.
And I feel like, as soon as I heard this, what is it? It's, who's that bear on the screen over there? Who is that guy?
It's Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear. That's a Yogi Bear type flow to it. Mo's back today.
What up?
Obviously, we had a blast with Vin, but Mo kicked him out today. He said, get out my seat.
Vin cracks me up, man.
He said financial advisor is back. He said, y'all must have forgot.
Uh-huh.
I was like, Mo, it doesn't strike me as the typical way in which you
I skip a few shows and this is what happens. Yeah.
interact. I mean, I'm all for it, whatever you got to do.
Will, this tune.
We had Mo was getting live updates on Tesla financials because his financial bone has grown big time. My God.
Financial bone.
1 day off.
Yeah.
And this guy comes back and his notifications are popping off, and it's not like any type of social interaction from anybody. It's update here, a quick update. Tesla's financials are breaking live stream. That's what just took place. I know you thought I was going to say something else there for a moment. We're happy to be back. There's a lot to talk about. Today's I guess a special day for some people with the whole 420 thing going on. So we wanted to support all those folks with a especially entertaining show, which is what I really believe we put together here today. And it's a mad scramble every day. It's like scrambled eggs every day as we try to put this show together. And there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs, Mo.
And we're going to ride through it.
I mean, you got to ride the wave.
Yeah.
You know, you can't fight the wave, you ride the wave. You understand? You try to fight it, you end up inside the wave.
Right. This is very...
You become one with the wave. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but you don't have the right contraption for living underwater. You do better on top.
Right. Yeah, I need that air.
I'll give you one more on waves. Shout out someone somewhere. Is that the top of the ocean can be tumultuous, you know? You have a lot of movement up there.
It's very busy.
Yeah, it's very busy and chaotic. That's the day-to-day. Stuff moving this way, stuff moving that way. But no matter how crazy it is on the surface, you go deep enough,
It's still.
it's dead calm.
Very still.
Just want to make sure we're all on the same page when it comes to that.
That's my favorite episode of like the planet documentaries is the deep sea stuff.
You talking about those documentaries?
And we're back.
You couldn't let that go.
No,
I
nor
thought you
should
were
he.
going to. But,
Nor should he.
No.
Hey man, me screwing up words is part of the show.
Well, the thing was, Will, I knew what you needed. You needed to you needed to get things lightened up a little bit because you had a tough afternoon, man. That whole thing that happened in there. That was a tough afternoon. All that, everybody standing around, the team meeting that was going on in there.
I was just wallowing.
My God, you kept saying, you kept going, look, guys, I do what I gotta do. Whatever time of day it is, it could be midnight, it could be here. I just want you all to know. When you took the center stage there.
Yeah.
Jack's like, what are you talking about? Who is this guy?
Anyway, all right. So we had to lighten the mood. And thank you, Mo, for lightening the mood with your documentaries. Documentaries.
Shout out Deegan Chef.
I think it's D-Gen, but...
DJ. Okay.
But yeah.
It's 420.
420. Okay, there you go. Let me tell you something, guys. It's a true pleasure being here. True pleasure being with this group. And it's a true pleasure sifting through the web to find all the gems, all the treasures, all the important things that you need to know about. Kick it off here with some Netflix news. Oh my God, a lot of Netflix stuff going on, Will. A lot of Netflix stuff. I could have probably picked 5 or 6 stories today on the Netflix topic because they're taking shots from every angle, Netflix. Nobody's defending Netflix right now.
Nope.
You thought maybe somebody would have some degree of sympathy. You're like, man, people Netflix did not build up in this whole time any rapport. I want to find the Netflix super fans that just defend forever, but I can't find them.
No.
They exist in these other brands. They exist elsewhere. What is it about streaming that people have no loyalty, no affiliate? I mean, I watch shows on Netflix that I liked. Am I going to be the only one defending Netflix at all? Is this my mission in life now that I have because they have no one else fighting for them? It's not a lot of sympathy for Netflix.
No, not right now.
I was joking, by the way. I mean, I'll stream wherever I got to stream. But it's starting to feel that way. Like I was looking at the different angles on this story, and you got Elon who says it's unwatchable. He comes out and says, I'm not surprised. I mean, this whole thing started because Netflix put out their numbers and they're like, yep. Not what we had hoped for.
Not what they had hoped for. Yeah.
Netflix lost subscribers for the first time in over a decade.
Yeah.
Lost subscribers. Well, I know what that feels like. Oh, man. No. That's all jokes aside. I mean, we're talking about paying subscribers over here, and everyone's trying to figure out why that might be the case. Everybody is weighing in, as you might do on social media, including Elon Musk. And his quote, "The woke mind virus is making Netflix unwatchable." That's what he tweeted on Tuesday night, responding to Slashdot's tweet about Netflix's shares cratering by 20% after the company reported it's lost subscribers for the first time in more than 10 years. Shout out Nathan. Now, I don't believe it's quite so simple myself. I know maybe Elon's right. Maybe there is such a thing. Maybe there is a mind virus getting passed around. It's quite possible. I like the idea of a mind virus. It feels very sci-fi. It's probably what he's doing with Neuralink anyway, right? That's a joke. Relax. But there's a lot of factors here that could possibly play into this. And you know what we do here? We represent all the factors. We aim to provide a breadth of information.
We cover all the bases.
And we know that Mo's fired up. Are you a shareholder, Netflix shareholder?
No.
You're not. You've avoided this this landmine here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Strike me as a
Netflix guy.
You strike me as a high caliber financial advisor.
Right.
The fact that you avoided this. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
So there's other competition now. We've talked about this about 1,000 times on the show.
Yeah.
Netflix used to be the only game in town when it came to long form streaming and watching certain types of shows. What's funny is I would say Willie Doo and myself have been high on Netflix more so lately only because we've been into the F1 stuff.
Yeah.
But I got to admit, I just saw the Netflix payment come out because I see the notification on my phone when the credit card payments go out, you know?
What, did you buy an annual or?
No, it's just a monthly, but
Okay.
But you just saw it.
what's going on over there?
I'll let Otis back in.
Oh, that's really getting on you there, isn't it, Will?
I just hear him.
Daddy Will is back. He can't have too much distance between himself and
Come here,
Otis.
buddy.
So here comes Otis running into frame. There we go. He was trapped behind a door. And he is no longer trapped. They are one once again. I saw the payment come out, and I know we're talking about inflation and we're talking about Canadian dollars and all the rest of it. But shout out Gabriel, really appreciate it. Thank you. But I saw like $22.59 or something. I saw like $23
Yep.
come out of that.
Canadian, yes.
I got the same.
And I was looking at it. I looked at it a little different, just because of all these news stories and such. And I was like, like maybe the biggest factor right now is just the cost of things in general. And it's got people thinking about, what do I really even need? It's got people thinking about, what can I cut? I'm talking about big picture economic things that are going on.
Right.
And On top of that, the other streaming platforms are cheaper. They happen to be cheaper. And so you see that payment come out and you're like, oh, well, I guess that was 14 or whatever it was. Maybe we can get a Disney Plus price update. I know they're going to raise it. They're going to raise it. Everybody's going to raise it at some point, but
the current situation.
I think people are looking for things to cut. I think people are really feeling this thing. I mean, I'm just speculating right now. But yesterday, it was Willie Do on about the A&W. Yesterday, it was me on with the taco story. Today, it's people leaving Netflix for the first time in a long time. It's possible that people are not into the content. It's possible that people's expectations change when they see the price go up.
Yep.
That people see a 22, 23 and they say, you best be blowing me away on a daily basis. And I don't think that's happening either from a content perspective. And then part of me wonders if people have a more on again, off again relationship with streaming services from this point forward.
Whenever there's a hot show.
You just chase the one. It's not like game consoles where if you want to play an exclusive, you got to own the hardware. And it's going to be a super hassle to sell the thing and buy it again for the next exclusive later on down the road. So you don't. So you are locked in. Since there's no hardware attached to any one of these streaming services, you would assume that we could get to a point where people just flip-flop back and forth. They go, there's a show I want to watch on Disney Plus. I go watch it. I cancel. I go to Netflix.
Right.
I want to watch a show on Netflix. I watch it. I cancel. I go back.
Right.
And so for me, the thing that I'm going to imagine here is that the way in which you would combat that is you would heavily discount longer term subscriptions.
Well, people who sign up for annual.
You take the year, you're getting 50% off.
Wow, that would be nice.
You take the year, you're getting 50% off.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'm with these guys because it's longer term and I'm not a flip flop. I'm just putting that out there. Go ahead, Will.
What about like a upfront cost? Like, I don't know, the longer you have the service, the cheaper it gets.
Oh,
would that work?
You're talking about a loyalty program.
Yeah.
Yeah, or points that build up that you can then eventually use for the monthly fee.
Right.
It's like I buy all these drinks at Starbucks and then eventually one time I got enough loyalty.
Yeah, like a free month or something.
Shout out Ali's World for the $4.20.
Is that a broccoli?
I sense a theme here.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a broccoli emoji.
Well, it's a broccoli because it's a little treat, you know?
Yeah.
You understand? Well, these are all good ideas, and these are all things that Netflix has to be thinking about in this scenario.
Yeah.
Because the writing is on the wall. No one's disputing. Stock market responded. That's the reason you got all motivated.
Right.
And it's just not the news as a Netflix shareholder you want to hear.
No.
It's not the news you want to hear as a Netflix fan, I guess.
Yeah, because this is too. If you go to their stock, Will, you can see that they dropped a bit ago. It hit like the 6 month. Hit 1 year. Might even be
Give
more.
them a 1 year.
Oh yeah, so there we go. They dropped once and now they dropped again. Look at that steep drop.
You're right.
Yeah.
And then they just dropped again. So this is two big drops in a row.
Maybe some of this should have been expected with the whole COVID, right? Because
They did say that, yeah.
everybody's indoors, right? And you're just, I'll take all the streaming because I'm dying here. I can't do anything, go anywhere. You see what's going on with the weather out here.
It's getting nicer.
I'm staying in tonight to catch up on Netflix.
No, that's not happening.
No.
You're doing that last.
No, it's nice, man. There's stuff to do. And you sit there and you look at that 22 and you go, that's every month. You know, I put it towards, I'm going to go out. I'm going to embrace some other things because I've been trapped inside for the last 3 years.
Hey, man, I'm with you.
So there's a lot of forces at play here. We got another 420 coming in, Dan Perkins. I think a trend may have been started. Thank you very much for the super chat, Trent.
Yeah.
We accept all $4.20. Maybe somebody's baller enough to hit us with the 420.
Whoa.
Somebody's balling out of control on 420. Okay, so whatever. Good luck to Netflix. I know, Will, how much extra time did Netflix get out of you because of how much you like the F1 thing? Do you feel like there's some sort of adjustment in your mind space now where you'd be reluctant to cancel because of how much enjoyment you got out of it?
Well, I'm not the one to answer. I use my sister's account.
Oh, right.
So.
Sorry, my bad. Well, I'll tell you what. I was having another last night I was having another, I don't even know what to call it. It's kind of a tailgate. It's kind of a car party. Shout out, Jonah. We appreciate you as well. Another car party in the Tesla.
Right.
The Tesla movie theater experience. And everybody commented on this, like in the car, including Vin, who was with me after.
Oh,
Because he hadn't done it. He hadn't done this experience yet. My kids, we do it all the time. But he hadn't done this experience yet. So we go to the A&W. I sent you the photo.
yeah. Liminal.
Did you like that photo?
I liked it. Yeah.
It was not bad, right? It was actually, I get out the car. I can't remember which kid it was, but they go, this looks kind of cool. He said, it looks old and futuristic at the same time.
Wow.
And I said, that's so right. It does.
You're like liminal.
I'm like, let me take a photo of this.
Yeah.
Shout out, Harant. Appreciate it. And so anyway, we go through the drive-thru. We pick up the A&W. And we watched all the F1 stuff already. So now Netflix knows that we might like F1 stuff. And they hit us with a Schumacher documentary. I'm talking Michael Schumacher. And we got the volume turned up. Oh, he found the photo. That's the photo right there. It's definitely a futuristic. No, see, I needed to have it wide for the liminal aspect. I needed the empty space in there.
With the reflections.
And I'm telling you right now,
It's glowing.
I didn't take any time. I just put the wide angle on the Z Fold 3, and that was the first shot and the only shot I took.
It was a quick snip snap.
I got rules on this stuff. Takes any more than that, probably wasn't good to begin with. And that's like cooking with the right ingredients. You don't have to overdo it. Let the ingredients speak for itself. Or let Gordon Ramsay yell at you. It's up to you. Your choice. So anyway, we go through the drive-thru. We're watching the Schumacher documentary, and we got the volume up. And all of a sudden, I look in the back. Don't ask me why Vin was sitting in the back, actually.
Who was sitting in the front?
Oh, I know why he was sitting in the back, because he entered our car when the restaurant was closed, but the drive-thru was open.
Oh, okay. Right.
He entered our car, and we were already sitting in it. So he ended up in the back. And we got this A&W, and people got root beers. And the Schumacher documentary's on with the loud volume, and there's a screen in the back and a screen in the front. And I turned back, and he goes, oh, you can't even have this experience. I didn't even have this experience at home. There's no surround sound setup. It's very intimate.
What was the doc?
The Michael Schumacher documentary on Netflix. Because it's called Schumacher. It knew that we had recently been into the F1 stuff. And so it hits us with this. Netflix. So it got a little extra cred from me.
Okay.
And
Some bonus points. Why not?
But there's definitely work to be done. And I think people are cost cutting right now. And I totally understand why.
Yeah,
I get it.
Agree.
And so it's going to be more before it's less.
Before it's less, yeah.
Or it's going to be less before it's more, depending how you want to phrase it. Go ahead, Mo.
No, man. I think competition is definitely going to take a cut out of their business, and this is expected.
Will, you got anything else you want to say on that topic?
Since it's low, would you
Would I buy now?
Yeah.
Oh. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Welcome to Mo's Corner, your one-stop shop for financial advice. Are you into stocks, crypto, bonds, gambling?
I'm just taking notes.
Right.
All
No.
right, do you rate it a buy or what?
No, I'm not buying it.
It's not a buy. And
I don't know. I haven't done any research in it. Obviously, you should look into a business before you buy it. But
stop being so responsible, all right? Stop being an actual financial advisor.
yeah, you're right. No, I would not.
It's a no.
Yeah.
Our analyst Mo has rated it a no.
Right.
The stock triples tomorrow.
People do the opposite.
Yeah.
Full disclaimer, Mo is not a financial advisor.
Thank
Do not
you.
take any advice. Do not listen to anything that Mo says.
Thank you, Luke.
Apple must compensate Brazilian customer over $1,000 for selling iPhone without a charger. Judge rules. I remember talking about this story 1,000 years ago when Brazil government was talking about whether this should be allowed or not, the no charger thing. But what's interesting here, if you look at this headline, it says customer, not customers. So is this like a one-off situation? Because then it would act as a precedent, obviously. Apple must compensate a Brazilian customer who recently purchased an iPhone for selling the device without a charger included in the box, which violates consumer law, a judge has ruled. Apple's decision to remove the charger in the box sparked controversy in 2020. Apple claims the move is for environmental reasons, claiming the decision is equivalent to removing nearly 450,000 cars from the road each year. Nonetheless, the move has sparked some public and legal outcry in the latest development. A judge in Brazil, a country that has long questioned Apple's reasoning to remove the accessory, is forcing Apple to compensate a customer $1,075 for the lack of the charger. According to Article 39 of the Consumer Code, tie sale is an abusive and prohibited practice in Brazil, so it is not allowed to sell cell phone and charger separately. Therefore, Apple is being sentenced after selling an iPhone model and charger separately to a consumer in the city of Goiânia. According to the result issued by Judge Vanderlei Pinheiro of the 6th Civil Court, Apple must compensate the customer. It looks like 5,000 local currency. I guess it's 1,075 for carrying out the tie sale. Now, I presume this tie sale thing is where you would have predatory sales tactics where the product wouldn't work on its own and an accessory would be necessary in order to make it work. You can imagine how this could be a problem. Here's your car. You'll have to buy the gas tank separately. You'll have to, it doesn't come with tires. What?
It's like, how do I get it out of this dealership?
Yeah.
Shout out Jev and shout out Soy Tuber. So in the case of Apple, their point was, hey, you've already got a charger. My point, and a lot of other people's points, and again, depending on where you're at in the world, is it not feasible that you could be buying your very first iPhone, in which case you don't have a charger? I mean, that...
Totally possible.
It would have been incredibly difficult to have it on a one-off basis where you can go to the store and say, charger yes or charger no. You want to save the environment or not? Put the option to the customer.
Right.
Customer can say, no, I don't need one. I already got one, or I'm going to get another one.
Does everybody just say yes when you're spending $1,000 on a phone?
That's the argument, right? Is that most people would. Many artists have had this idea, pay what you can. Have you heard this before?
No.
They put out a record. Radiohead tried this a long time ago. Others have tried.
Okay.
In order to make it accessible, but try to get around record labels, they say pay what you can. You go on a website, you can put 1 cent, you can put $100.
It's like Louis C.K.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Pay what you can, right?
Yeah.
It's an interesting concept, except maybe
How do you create a business model around it?
Maybe in tight-knit communities it can work, and people figure it out. You have Patreons and things like this.
Isn't it Lou Later? Pay what you can?
Yeah, but Lou Later is pay what you can.
But it's free.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now. I mean, except we do have sponsors.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Except we have none right now. Our sponsors right now are actually pay what you can.
Yes.
It's totally true. That'll change. And, the show's going to explode, Will. I don't know if anybody told you that.
Really?
Yeah, this show right here.
Oh.
And we're going to explode because of...
Pay what you can.
Shout out TN from Hong Kong. And I seen him with the super chats multiple times. So we got something going on here.
Yeah.
Mo, I don't know if you know. We got something going on here.
We doing something out here.
But anyway, obviously Apple is not going to do a pay what you can, and they're not going to do take a charger if you want. There's a bucket of chargers over there. If you need one, take one. If not, please leave it. Keep 400,000 cars off the street. But Brazil was saying, we got policies for this kind of stuff. And Brazil's a different market. I don't know. I'm not in Brazil. But I presume in a place like that where I know they already have a massive tariff on this stuff, they pay some of the highest prices for Apple products in the first place in the world once adjusted, once exchanged, once you put in the exchange rate. I can see them being especially irritated. It's probably another place in the world where maybe there's a couple less extra chargers laying around, as opposed to here in a place like this, we got 5,000 chargers laying around. It's a different story for each individual, is it not? Meet Patron, a bomb-sniffing Jack Russell Terrier who has become a Ukrainian hero. Look at this guy.
Yo, I like his vest.
I think this could be an inspiring story for each of your two dogs,
Right.
for Kovu and Otis. I think they might like this. They
Pay
might.
attention, Kovu.
This guy, look at that. Doesn't he look kind of regal?
Yes.
He's got a look to him. The posture.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to
He
mess
means
with him.
business. Yeah.
He's a very proud dog.
That's what I was gonna say. Just this one image, you can tell. And I have to assume you wouldn't typically have a Jack Russell Terrier for something like this. You would imagine it'd be some other breed, but this particular breed, highly energetic, intelligent. Shout out Jacob and shout out Roberto. A tiny but mighty Jack Russell Terrier has been saving lives in Ukraine and gaining fans around the world. 2-year-old Patron works with state emergency service rescuers in the northern city of Chernihiv, where he sniffs out Russian bombs. In addition to warming laps, nipping sleeves, and generally being a good boy. In fact, he has helped neutralize nearly 90 explosive devices. 90 explosive devices. Mo's going to go handle that. There's an intruder. And that's what Kovu doesn't mind doing that part.
No.
The intruder part.
I wonder what he would do
If
there was.
If somebody actually intruded?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to.
Just run around in circles.
Well, yeah, you're probably right, but...
See my new trick?
So he helped neutralize 90 explosive devices in in Ukraine after Russia's invasion. And somebody here says, one day Patron's story will be turned into a film. But for now...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He's faithfully performing his professional duties. I think it's kind of funny. You don't normally see a dog, like a working dog, with law enforcement that's tiny. Most of them are always larger.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and play a clip, Will. I'm sorry that Mo's going to miss this. Hopefully he can hurry back. Look at that little Patron. Athletic, though. Athletic, those little Jack Russells.
Yeah, they're quite small, eh? At least this one.
Well, you know what? They were bred, a number of those types of dogs for chasing rats around, getting rid of rats and mice and things like that. And they're super motivated and energetic, and also very nimble and athletic. They do a lot of those dog show type, but like more the agility ones.
Right. Yeah. You would want a small dog
For this purpose.
Yes.
Pretty cool, right? You can get into places, especially and maybe he's lighter, so he wouldn't trigger or trip explosives.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just step all over them.
It's a possibility.
Trigger.
Okay, so someone says sniffer dogs are often small like spaniels. Okay. So this is a whole new category. But this guy's out there doing work, and he's very compact and portable.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah. It's very cute, too.
What do you think? Could Otis pull it off or no?
No.
No.
He'll eat the bomb.
Oh, God. That's true.
He loves eating.
That's true. He would be baited so quickly. Hey, the other forces, they just have a little treat. It's over. He's going there. He's
he has no
sides.
allegiance.
Instantly switching
Go
sides.
right away.
Shout out Noe Minyo.
Oh, wow. There's artwork.
No, people love this guy. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm telling you.
He's like a hero.
A legend. They're going to make movies about him.
Several.
Let me tell you something. When you have a situation like going on in Ukraine right now, you need to have uplifting things. Like you need to have
Yes.
lighten the hope. I don't know, whatever word you want to use. Something positive to look at or cheer for or whatever. Because it's darkness, man. It's darkness. Like we're removed, Will. We sit over here, it's comfortable, whatever. We look at it from a distance. But sometimes I'll read a story or catch a clip and it becomes so instantly real and so dark that you catch a glimpse, a small transmission of a feeling of what it might be like to be actually present.
Yes.
When you start reading about them unearthing bodies in mass graves and you start talking about... You start seeing the size of some of those body bags, and let me tell you, Will.
Yeah, it can be pretty dark.
And so I just felt the need. I felt the need to paint the picture there, only to say that people need something else to look at, something positive to look at.
Yes, absolutely.
And you pick this guy, and might as well pick this guy, because he's out there doing his job as well, putting it on the line.
Yes, very lovable.
And so I like the artwork. There you go. Why not? Look at this. You missed the clip, Mo, but this guy's a hero, all right?
I believe it.
Get it straight. That's him. That's Patron. Is everything sorted out over there?
Yeah.
You would say so, like 100% sorted out?
No, not 100.
90.
90.
Still
There's
chewing on the burglar.
There's a way for it to happen. The pathway for things to happen is happening. Over there.
Are you being really cryptic?
Yes, because I can't provide details.
Right. Yeah.
The eagle has landed.
The eagle has landed.
We go full military over here. Oh my goodness. Wimbledon bans Russian and Belarusian players, including number 2 in the world, Medvedev. I had to get you guys' take on this because I actually had a sort of a conflicted feeling on it. Because for the record, I should say, I don't know if he has had any statements, what his affiliations are, what he's in support of or not in support. Like, I don't, but shout out legend. Assuming that he said nothing on the matter, or let's go even a step further. What if he was to say, I don't approve of what's going on with the war, let's say. Should this guy get erased? I've had trouble with the whole athlete thing. I've had trouble with it.
Yeah.
Because it changes history, man. Like, somebody's going to win this thing now, and they didn't have to face number 2 in the world. And even the other competitors might not want that. They might not feel like they really want it with number 2 being out because of his country's behavior.
Right.
I play sports, very similar level to this. I often, top 10 at least.
Yeah.
In most, I'm top 10 in most. Okay, all right, enough already. But I do play sports, and I understand you want to win fair and square. You want to face the stiffest competition you can. And I kind of wonder about how other athletes feel about it. And of course, we had the flip of this, which was the COVID vaccination thing. Do you remember that?
What with?
I'm trying to remember the player.
Kyrie?
No. The tennis player, Jokic.
Oh yeah.
Remember, he was going to get kicked out. Shout out, Brad. And they got it sorted out, I guess, because people lightened up on COVID. But in this case, I'm just going to pass it around. And if you don't want to answer, it's fine. But and maybe let's just check if maybe he's out there saying things. Tennis officials have banned Russian and Belarusian players from competing at Wimbledon this year, citing the unjustified and unprecedented military aggression in Ukraine. The All England Lawn Tennis Club and the committee management the championships announced Wednesday that they made the decision based on government guidance regarding sporting events and after considering their duties to the players, their community, and the broader UK public. Given the profile of the championships in the United Kingdom and around the world, it is our responsibility to play our part in the widespread efforts of government, industry, sporting, and creative institutions to limit Russia's global influence through the strongest means possible. The move was not wholly unexpected. Sports industry site Sportico first reported the news on Tuesday when British outlets, including The Guardian and BBC, saying the announcement would be imminent. So it looks to me like this is just strictly based on the actions of the country and less so on anything that he has said specifically in support.
Okay.
That's what it appears to me.
Yeah, if he didn't say anything, that is really a shame. Because I'm sure he would want to compete in the highest level as well.
Right.
Shout out, Aaron.
But then the organization needs to tie their name to it.
Well, for the record, it's not this way across the board because we've talked a number of times how Russian players are playing in the NHL right now. Yeah, no disruption.
But hold on, they are playing for American teams.
Right.
So it's a little bit different to say I'm representing Russia. Right?
Yeah.
Well, wait,
Am
Wimbledon, it's not like an international, it's not like the Olympics.
Okay, right. So I don't watch tennis. That's what it is.
I mean, he can wear a Russian shirt.
Right.
He can do some sort of signal if he happens to win that they might be worried about. because he's
Right.
got a real chance of
Right, second place, second best.
he's second ranked, so he could win it. I have a conflicted feeling about it. I get it. I get it either way. I get it if you let him play. I get it if you don't. But it is weird how different organizations and countries are making these distinctions. I understand banning the international teams. That's
Yes.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
just say, hey, we're FIFA and you're not going to compete or whatever as the country of Russia or Russian Federation. But on the individual level, and then it comes down to, is it Russian citizenship? Do you have to be currently be a Russian citizen? Can you denounce your citizenship? Well, if this guy just wanted to move,
Right.
I don't know. It's very complicated. I'm not saying that will happen. But anyway, he's not going to be there. So
Yeah, this is not as clear cut as the.
he's not going to be there. And like I said, it does eliminate some risk for those organizations. And that risk would be that the moment will be utilized as a means for promotion, as it was in that gymnastics event when the guy put the Z on his shirt.
Right.
And then everybody was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out Tim Fully. Where's the blue join button on this channel? I'd like to pay monthly for this content. Thank you. You see that, Will?
Oh, what's that?
You see that? That's a community. That's a community right there.
Yeah.
No one's even saying you got to do that.
Yeah.
We got a super chat $20, and he's saying I want to support this show so it continues on, and it is meaningful to us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Of
It
course.
is meaningful to us because we keep doing it, and we talked before in this show about how, comparatively speaking, it'll be a lot easier to just shoot more on box therapy. Not gonna lie,
Of course.
but we enjoy doing it, and we're committed to building the thing. And so when you get the feedback like that, it's encouraging.
Yeah. I also want to play copyrighted music. More Drake.
Right. So we can even be better copyright infringers
Yes.
because the community just supports the thing. All right, listen, we'll get the blue button. We'll get it sorted out, and we
Okay.
truly appreciate it. No, it's just the join button. We just gotta. Mo, you know the game plan, man. We got to get people want to join in,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
They won't be a part of it. They're gonna say, "I was there when the whole thing started. I was there."
Before they were cool.
Yeah. I was there when Mo just used to make thumbnails.
Exactly.
I was there before Mo was an accredited financial advisor.
What's that thing? It's like, where were you when Lou later created the join button?
Oh man.
All right, listen. Germany will end oil imports from Russia. This might be our last Russia story. Thank you, Siddhartha. Germany will end oil imports from Russia by year end, says minister. Oh my goodness, this is a big deal. This is a very big deal because they're a huge customer for Russia, and it was a big topic of conversation. Shout out Jesse. Jesse's still trying to get a hold of you, Will, and he's giving us mega super chats.
Oh.
This was the topic of conversation. People were saying, well, Germany, you got to be energy independent or more energy independent, or you got to find other sources for this because you're so reliant. They got the pipeline going there.
Yeah, that's no good.
Germany, along with the rest of the European Union, has faced mounting pressure to reduce its dependence on Russian oil and gas amid Russia's war in Ukraine. I therefore say here clearly and unequivocally, yes, Germany is also completely phasing out Russian energy imports. Wow. Shout out, Gary. We will have oil by the summer and we will be at zero by the end of the year, and then gas will follow in a joint European roadmap because our joint exit, the complete exit of the European Union, is our common strength. Well, yeah, they can all come together and say, I don't buy, you don't buy.
Yeah.
It's like a union. I don't work, you don't work. I don't buy, you don't buy. Shout out, Gabriel. Really appreciate it. As long as Russia can sell Europe energy, it maintains a cash reserve to prop up its currency and fund a war. Well, at a certain point, that's what it comes down to. Certain point, war is expensive. I mean, it's expensive off the bat, but then it starts to get even more expensive as it goes on. Reason for that is because your getting this increase. Well, you have the actual financial expenditure, but then also the expenditure on the public who's forced to sort of sustain this thing and ask new questions and say, is this really worth it?
Yeah. Continue making
Because
sacrifices.
we're not getting the whatever the promised results might happen to be, like wars that go on. Russia is the bloc's largest oil supplier, so the phased embargo is intended to give European countries time to find other suppliers. However, a ban on Russian gas remains off the table due to how crucial it is for important members of the bloc, notably Germany. It's so crazy, this scenario, isn't it? You have all these sanctions and political behaviors that are sending this very strong message and signal. We denounce this action,
Right.
this invasion of Ukraine. We denounce. We're going to need that oil, though.
Right.
We're going to need a little bit more oil, though. It's talking out two sides of your mouth.
Yeah.
It will be, I can't stand coming to this store. I hate the way you treat your employees. I hate the way you treat your customers. I'm going to need a donut, though,
Can I get a double-double?
before I leave. Nice donuts you got.
Well, you can kind of see how deep the ties are. You know, can't just like make a sanction and then think everything is like blocked off.
Especially if that's the only store that has donuts and you need donuts.
Yeah.
Shout out
Good analogy.
Christine.
Yeah.
No, listen, well, I mean, donuts is actually a bad one because
Yeah, I know.
anybody can make donuts. You can't just get a pipeline overnight. Buying these things is complicated, difficult, and it's not like there's an abundance of options. I mean, there are options, but it's work. And so they got to figure something out. So they're going to need a little bit of time. But at least in the meantime, they can come out and say, our plan is to exit this thing, to apply pressure in the meantime. But it is confusing that they're still buying the product while denouncing everything else about the country.
Right, yeah.
Shout out Siddhartha. I'm also glad to see Will in a hoodie again. It was very uncomfortable what he was trying to pull off the other day.
Yeah.
His T-shirt.
It was offensive.
It was super uncomfortable.
I got a ticket.
Shout out Brad. Shout out Charlie. Canada's Food Safety Agency monitoring Lucky Charms investigation in the U.S. That's not what you expected to see.
Yeah.
That's not the transition you were looking at.
Are you guys a fan of Lucky Charms?
Honestly, I haven't eaten Lucky Charms in a long time. Lucky Charms, you get, it's sort of like a sugary cereal, but it has marshmallows in it.
Yeah.
That's the key.
But they're not really like, I mean, I know they're marshmallows, but they're not like soft and chewy the way you imagine a marshmallow.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you would describe that. It's dried out. It's a dried out marshmallow.
Exactly. It almost feels like freeze dried.
Freeze dried, yes.
Yeah.
It still tastes good.
Yeah. Well, there's enough sugar in there that will make anything taste good.
It's Lucky Charms. You got the guy on the box, and what is he, a leprechaun? And any kid is gonna pluck that off the shelf and say, I need that one. The one with all the colors on it.
Well, what's your relationship with cereal? Because you got the kids.
Yeah, you're talking about, so not personally, you mean the younger ones.
Yeah, but also personally. Do you end up having a bowl?
Personally,
because
I
it's
don't
there?
eat these things.
Even though it's there.
If I was going to eat I don't eat them anymore. I really don't. I don't feel a pull towards it. Now, I know you're a young man still.
No, I'm going to say the opposite. I mean, when I was a kid, cereal was my thing. It was
Right.
like no breakfast is complete without cereal.
Okay.
But as soon as I moved out of my house and I had to go buy the cereal, I felt really guilty making that choice.
I think you're right. Yeah.
And
I
then
agree with that.
slowly, I don't have cereal in my house.
Oh, you have zero cereal?
No,
Well,
it
that's
just
very
doesn't-
strict.
I have oatmeal instead.
No, I love oatmeal. I eat oatmeal too.
That's kind of like the replacement.
But no, kids do love cereal.
Of course.
And I think, I don't know. I feel like maybe the brands know that. Look at this box. I don't know, maybe they figured it out. Kids love cereal.
Enough color?
Shout out Daniel. Lucky Charms is not in my cupboard. If they have like a cheat cereal or something that they would request or reach for, if they happen to be in the supermarket, it's going to be Fruit Loops. Which Fruit Loops, what's weird about it, and a thing that I never recognized when I was a kid, is what, Will? Wait, pause, Will, pause. What did you just write in the search bar?
I know where you're going with it.
It's not.
I don't.
It's the Mandela effect.
It's not Mandela. I don't think it's Mandela. But
Is it not?
No, it is, but I don't think it is. In other words, I don't think it's across the board that everybody assumes the fruit in Fruit Loops is the word fruit, because it's not.
Wow, I did. I assumed it was.
It's FROOT.
Yes.
And it makes sense because they want to use the O's from the cereal, but also because you best not be calling that fruit.
You're thinking it's like a legal step?
It could be. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
putting
you
that
could
out
be
there.
right.
Now, I don't know if it was always fruit like that, but the way it appears on the box, your brain just doesn't bother with it.
I also love great fruity taste.
Fruit, yeah, but it's spelt in the fruity way.
Yeah.
Fruity spelt in a fruity way. All right, so somebody in the chat says mind blown. So anyway, I guess it is for some people. That's the effect. It certainly was for me. But even there, if you got those Fruit Loops in the cupboard, they're not eating it every day. It's a here and there type scenario. Me, if I was gonna go with something sugary, it might be something more in like the cinnamon area,
Oh, the squares.
something like that.
Yeah, I like those. Those are good.
All right, so the U.S. FDA is investigating Lucky Charms cereal after dozens of American customers complained of illness after eating it. The CFIA says it is monitoring the situation closely. That's the Canada Food Safety Administration. I guess some people had some ill effects after eating Lucky Charms, maybe an issue with the drying process of the marshmallows or something like this. Canada's Food Inspection Agency says it's not aware of any recalls of Lucky Charms. They're not aware of it. U.S. Food and Drug, on the other hand, they're investigating Lucky Charms. Customers complained of illness after eating it. They had 100 complaints related to Lucky Charms this year. I don't know. Man, this is hard to pinpoint. This stuff is very hard. You know, around the holidays, right around Easter, there was a Kinder recall. A kid got salmonella, or allegedly.
Oh yeah, Kinder Surprise.
All Kinder products.
Oh, okay.
Or all Kinder products that came from one particular factory. I think it was in Belgium. And some salmonella got into a machine or something like this. And the kid had some people, they get salmonella, they're sick, it's food poisoning, they move on. Other people, it's hefty.
It's more,
Very dangerous. Just you never know the way it's gonna, and probably the amount and whatever else matters. So right at Easter, when people are buying chocolate, they had to get it out there quick, the recall, just in case. But anyway, the same thing here. It's very, very hard. As you have several hundred people, they post on a food safety website, iwaspoisoned.com. What a name for a website.
Wow. Straight to the point.
There's a couple of times we had poison come up over here, Will.
Poison pill?
Poison pill, but before that, just poison talk. We're talking about like Shakespeare and stuff.
Yeah.
Complaining of nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting after eating Lucky Charms. Site claims that upwards of 3,000 people have reported falling ill, with reports dating as far back as late last year. Go ahead, Will.
Oh, I got nothing.
Oh, okay.
It's
I felt like you took a breath, like you were about to hit us with something.
it's just sad. Lucky Charms. It's
Oh,
supposed to be happiness.
what's going on?
I turned into a snake.
I'm like, go ahead, Will. You're like,
I had Lucky Charms, always a great experience. That's all I got to say.
Oh my
it's amazing. Even at this point,
Yeah,
a
it's
year
so late
later,
and-
it's still getting you, isn't it? What's
Yeah.
going on, Will?
It's 420, man.
Okay? That's
Oh my goodness.
decent excuse, I guess. I think some people will accept that. All right, what do you got next? Good luck to Lucky Charms. I hope they sort it out. I'm sure they'll sort it out. Google wants to eliminate notification anxiety with ambient notifications. Well, that would be great.
You would love that.
I mean, because I just go do not disturb. I don't even have notifications.
Yeah.
I just like if you hear the thing pinging, it's because I have actively put notifications on because something has to happen.
right.
Otherwise, the default is no noise from my phone. You make a no noise.
Well, you would go crazy.
You make a no noise.
You hush hush phone.
I wake up in the morning, I look at my phone, I go, you make a no noise. You guys can't picture it, can you? No. I promise you I do it. So this is, I don't know how they're going to do this. Moving shadows and puffs of air over chimes and rings. What? Whose story is this?
Not mine. This is.
I think it might be mine.
This
I'm
is
not too sure.
This is crazy. I'm assuming you didn't read it,
Well, let's find out. Let's find out.
which is fine.
I don't know if it's my story. but
Well, it doesn't
okay,
matter.
yeah.
It's amazing anyway.
We'll figure
It's
it
not
out.
what I'd help alleviate notification anxiety. Experiments with Google quietly revealed a new type of notification system for smart home devices last week titled Little Signals. The concept removes bells and chimes and instead opts for more ambient ways of notifying users, like using moving shadows, physical taps, or puffs of air.
With a hardware product.
This is wild.
What is going on here?
Hey, man, I don't mind this.
I'm
It is
talking
kinda cool.
It's actually softer notifications, like less abrasive.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout
Like,
out.
you mean the actual sound,
I
right?
gotta give a shout out to our $50 super chat. Crazy. It's wild. Everybody came out heavy so far on 420
Yeah.
with the super
Much
chat.
love.
I think it's a record breaker, this particular show. I gotta just put that out there.
Shout out everyone.
So this is an object that kind of looks nondescript. You're not even sure what it is. It looks like a modern abstract clock or something.
But
It's a concept. It's called Google Tap Concept. I don't know how it's going to hit me with a puff of air from all the way over there. Maybe if it's beside my bed.
Well, this tapping, isn't it supposed to involve this shaft
it would
thing here?
Tap
Yeah,
the
it would
table?
tap the table,
Right.
the surface.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
Lightly or something?
I think that they're experimenting with all different versions of it.
Yes.
Oh, it's tiny. I'm just comparing it to that window over there.
Experiments with Google quietly revealed a new type of notification system for smart home devices last week titled Little Signals. So that's the name of it, I guess. And this is Google Seed Studios on YouTube. I think you can play a little bit of
Oh,
it.
this is a video.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be music or what. Oh,
Maybe
so
kill this.
At Google, we
it's
like
so
to immerse
ambient.
the
No, just play
future.
it. Just play it.
In collaboration with Map Project Office, we have explored how technology can support us in the background of our day-to-day lives. Through the lens of ambient computing,
Oh my God.
we're imagining new ways to interact with technology, using less of our attention and allowing us to have moments of calm.
Calm. I need it.
Little Signals is a family of unassuming but charming objects that share notifications and information by engaging with our senses in more nuanced ways, using sound, movement, and visual cues we can subtly perceive. A soft shadow, a friendly tap, a reassuring sound, a subtle indicator, a slight waft of air, a gentle motion.
Wow.
Shout out
They use familiar
carboxylated.
patterns to calmly convey information and keep us in the loop.
I'm so peaceful right now.
This is
Gentle
crazy.
nudges at the right time in the right way,
Whoa.
dialing up only when necessary. These little signals are thought starters of how we can foster new behaviours and relationships with our technology. Working in harmony with the objects we already love in a little way.
I mean, how many people have environments like this though? It's it's
Yeah.
very aspirational. Like
Yeah.
I want the whole thing, right? I want
Right.
the house
Yes.
and the
You
trees
wanna be the guy.
and like I need all these things.
Uh-huh.
Places are noisy. People will not cooperate with this ambience. You might just miss your notifications.
But I think maybe that's part of
I'm
it.
just painting the other thing of it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get what you're saying, but that might be part of it.
Like, you know, some people, they take their phone out the box, they set it up, and they put the ringer to full blast. You know what I mean?
And
They're
the
like,
most jarring ringtone.
they're like, I gotta hear this. When I need to hear it, I gotta hear it. But shout out Saul, the Hobo Lobo, Siddhartha. And I'm the same. My phone's been on silent for a long time at this point.
Right.
But you know me, I gotta do the whole structure. I gotta do both sides of it. And the other side of this is that you're doing a lot of work here to try to have subtle notifications that that kind of aren't notifications if you miss them.
Right.
And the whole point of a notification is that you don't miss it if you don't intend on missing it. A passive notification for me maybe is some sort of if it could learn about you, if it was self-learning,
Like it knew.
and it could know times of day to leave you alone, and then I guess you can probably set schedules for something like that.
But
But I'm talking more about passive computing, where I wonder. I'm trying to imagine the optimal notification relationship, but I can't because even thinking about it is giving me anxiety. So I just leave it off. That's it. I look at my phone and I get the notifications when I need them. When I know I'm going to have to make a decision, the rest of the time it's silent.
yeah.
And I know I'm missing out on stuff. And I
Yes.
know that that's a luxury. And some people can't afford to not be immediately notified. I realize that. Depends on what you do. But
I
this
guess-
whole, by the way, just let me say that whole environment they did.
It's pretty amazing.
Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, I think that their mentality is trying to make it as less jarring as possible. Because have you ever heard of the iOS like alarm clock? It's the most jarring thing ever. So I think maybe they're
It really
trying,
is. And I had to change it. I actually bought a song just to change it
Yeah,
because it was just driving me crazy. Like you would wake up in such a panic.
yeah.
Your hands get sweaty immediately.
It's
Well-
PTSD.
Yeah.
Certainly when it comes to waking up, there are distinct products that aim to try to alleviate that abrupt experience. Some
Maybe
will
like a gradual thing as well.
gradual light coming on. Definitely thinking about it. Companies and people are thinking about it when it comes to waking up specifically, because the way you start the day,
Yeah.
you start in an anxious kind of way.
It sets the tone.
You're damn right it does. I think it's an interesting thing to start thinking about, experimenting with. Obviously, the implementation is going to be difficult to figure out,
Yeah.
like
I'm with you.
everything else. But
That's true,
that whole vision there was, yeah, I could get into it. Definitely if I'm on vacation or something. But then again, I'm just turning everything off.
Yeah.
So, but I like the sounds. The chime with the wood and stuff. Come on, Mo.
Yeah. It'd be nice to interact with.
And then like just the background.
Man, I want to live in that place.
Speaking of Google, how about a new Pixel Watch? Leaks again, and it looks familiar. We've been hearing about the Pixel Watch for a long, long time, and it seems like it'll finally be unveiled at this year's Google I.O. While there's not a whole lot that's leaked about it, we've had a rough idea of what to expect when it comes to its looks and some of its features. Now it seems that the first official render has leaked thanks to 91 mobiles, and it matches up with some of what we've seen already. Look at this sleek little thing right here.
Cool. So is there a display?
Yeah, you're looking at the display. It's just really aggressively rounded.
Oh.
The glass. So it kind of has, it's like a little pebble, like a little smooth pebble.
Right.
Wasn't
and
there-
it's like matte.
There was a watch.
Huh?
There was a watch called Pebble, remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have some breaking news courtesy of Mal. U.S. Capitol just got evacuated. Go cover it. Let's see what's happening. That's the beauty, obviously, of doing something live. Citing probable threat from an aircraft.
Whoa.
Oh, boy. No kidding. Breaking. Will, you got to get out of here. Obviously, Bloomberg, we have the subscription. Police order evacuation of U.S. Capitol over aircraft threat. Washington, U.S. Capitol Police have ordered the evacuation of the Capitol complex, saying that they are tracking an aircraft that poses a probable threat. The alert was sent to congressional staffers Wednesday evening. Police provided no additional information. You're probably going to have to hit Twitter for anything more than that at the moment, because you need super live information about this. I don't know how you would. I would assume any aircraft, unresponsive aircraft
Bingo, bango, you're flagged.
in the region
Yeah.
would result in this type of a
Reaction.
evacuation. But would like a hobby aircraft do that? Does it have to be of a certain scale? Oh, we have some video here. Unidentified persons with parachutes over the U.S. Capitol.
What?
Oh my God.
Wait a sec. I mean, who's posting this? Trending this is? I don't know, guys. you gotta. It's all breaking, but we have to take a moment here to. Yeah. Okay.
baseball
See,
game,
there you
okay,
go.
yes.
That's the Washington Nationals game. See, Mo.
I
gotta slow you down.
You do,
I
because
gotta
I believe
slow
it.
you down because you're halfway down the hallway.
I know, I believe it. Yeah.
You're halfway, I'm like Mo. I'm like Mo. Come back. You're flying.
Yeah. I gotta get home.
This happened like 10, 20
It
minutes
is
ago.
odd to use the word probable, not possible. But you use the word probable, it seems like you have some insight. That isn't just a stray aircraft that's not reporting or responding. The word probable, but you kind of need a word like probable in order to justify the evacuation.
Right. Yeah.
Wow, I'm looking over on Twitter at the very top. ASAP Rocky just got arrested in connection with a 2021 shooting.
Oh my God. Big
Okay,
news today.
stuff happening here on Twitter. Oh, here we go. Breaking. Nah, see, trending for you, man. You can't keep up with the fake. You can't keep up with what's what, Will.
Yeah, it's
You
too
got to
hard.
go to top. Latest is dangerous. Latest is dangerous. We got to go top. Oh, I saw a map down there. Can you click on that map? Let's see. Shout out Ji Dong. Yeah, right there. What's this? Advisory. This must be the aircraft. Who gave us this? Advisory Circular DC, Sky Circles DC. 10-80264, a Viking UV-18C Twin Otter 400 call sign is circling over Navy Yard, Washington at 3675 feet, speed 100 miles per hour, miles from Washington Navy Yard Finance Station Post Office. I presume that this is close to the Capitol
Washington,
building.
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that why we're seeing this? Someone else says it's the U.S. Army Black Knights parachute team jumping in the Nat Stadium. Doubt they'd evacuate the Capitol for that. Give me more replies on that particular post from Mospius right there. Show replies right below there. I think we're doing Vin's dream show right now.
Yes,
He
Vin would
asked for
love
this
this.
yesterday.
Yes.
He asked for this yesterday, and I'm glad that we're doing that. The pilot could have gone rogue. Look at the details on Flight Tracker and look up call sign. Same they use for Black Knight. Scared me at first when I got the text from USCP. Looks like they're now returning to the base as of 6:46 p.m.
Huh.
What's the time right now?
6:59.
Okay, so this is obviously very breaking. Definitely. Flight pattern would match a paratrooper drop into the Nat Stadium. Wonder how you miscommunicate this badly, though. It's possible. It's possible that it's a miscommunication, Mo.
You think?
I mean, I'm just saying it's possible.
Yeah, man. That's a. But how are they still not communicating?
Okay, well, let's just do one more thing. If you go back to that aircraft call sign. Yeah, okay, go back up. Actually, go back up right here. Oh, here we go. Update. Capitol Police say there's no threat now at the Capitol and the evacuations were out of an abundance of caution. It might have been a miscommunication.
Wow, but how is the aircraft not responding?
The Capitol's I mean, maybe the right people can't get the information fast enough to not just, they just see it.
Wow.
And I don't know.
Yeah. No, you might be right.
Wow, shout out Jesse again.
Oh, here we go.
You're damn right. We're going to still be rolling. Yeah, no threat. U.S. Capitol Police, no threat. It might have been the Washington Nationals thing.
You're right. It might have been.
It was the guys parachuting into the game for the entertainment purposes that spooked the Capitol and then caused, out of an abundance of caution, the scenario where they would evacuate.
Right.
Vin's on the couch right now. That's the important part. Vin just got all that from the comfort of his couch. He did not need to be at a computer or on his phone.
His pants are down.
Oh my God.
Well, you didn't have to rat him out like that. Guy's trying to relax.
Sorry, Ben.
You didn't have to rat him out like that. Oh, yeah, there goes our own abundance of caution as the alarm's going off.
Whoa, this is a really cool watch.
I like
Just going back to
no,
this.
no, no, dude, definitely go back to it. I got
I
the,
really
I
like
got the
the
alarm. Don't worry.
texture.
I got the alarm.
It's like a matte display.
Like a matte finish.
I
Yeah.
don't know how matte it's going to be. This is a render. Obviously, it's a very simple layout. You do have a crown on the right-hand side, but the crown looks to be set right into the glass. If you scroll down, you'll see some more images. It's just a very, like, a smooth, sleek type of look. They're just renders at the moment. but you can see it's like a smooth,
Oh,
sleek.
so it's not matte.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was confused.
It was it was hard to tell from the overhead shot what it would actually be like. But yeah, they've just gone for this really nice curve. It looks to me like you would get a comfortable fit with that. That the comfort would be a big component because it looks very thin on your wrist.
yeah, it does.
And if you were to, sometimes you roll your wrist up like this and you bump into your watch. And
It's very uncomfortable.
just this one looks that each edge has been polished so much that it would be comfortable to wear. I mean, I'm just guessing. It also looks thin and light, but it is just a render at the moment. And hopefully Google I/O will bring more details about it. And who knows? Maybe this is their big move. They make their big move against the Apple Watch finally, once and for all. Who knows? Google's AirDrop competitor Nearby Share is reportedly getting a big upgrade. Well, we have Google I/O approaching, so it's a lot of things coming out prior.
Right.
People have cited AirDrop as being this big differentiating factor.
Feature, yeah.
Yeah, that you don't have really an equivalent for on the Android side. Shout out Charlie.
Man, AirDrop is very useful.
Well, it's useful.
Yeah.
And they're aiming to create a similar experience on Android because sending a photo to your computer shouldn't be hard.
No.
That's the subtext. Thank you, David Pierce on The Verge.
I thought that was you.
When Google launched Nearby Share in 2020, Android users everywhere rejoiced that they finally had a tool to rival Apple's AirDrop. Simple way to move files between devices without having to attach them to an email or upload them to Google Drive. Ahead of Google I/O, a few users have noticed an upgrade lurking in the Google Play services that makes Nearby Share even easier. Self-share mode appears to let you send files between your own devices with a single tap. Feature has been rumored for months. And so this is what it looks like. You scroll down a little bit more. So once something becomes your device, then the visibility is universal across those devices.
Okay.
So you see how you have the more typical settings like everyone or contacts. You don't really want to do either of those. You just want your devices.
Right.
You just want to go to my laptop from my phone. And then you have obviously the toggle, which creates visibility for your phone to all those devices.
Right.
So this is a screenshot of what the feature would look like and how you'd implement it. Not to say that you can actually go do this right now or would do it right now, but it could close the gap. They got the watch. They got the better sharing, the better nearby sharing. Google I/O is May 11th, so we'll find out for sure pretty soon. And then all of a sudden, Mo might be doing these things.
Yeah, it's fun.
Will might be doing these things because he's Mr. Pixel.
Right.
I like to think of you as Mr. Pixel.
Yeah. I like pixels.
Willie Pixel do.
Yep.
YouTube shuts channel of Hong Kong's leadership candidate. Google says it's complying with U.S. sanctions on officials. Internet giant's action spurs debate over Hong Kong freedoms. Shout out Cole. Shout out Vapor Trails. Shout out Hilly Hoo. Do you know what's going on in Hong Kong, Will? No? Oh, you remember when all the protesting was going on and the political strife, disruption?
The unrest.
Okay, you could call it unrest. Your words. And there was talk about what was going to be like politically post becoming part of China again. It was a very complicated matter. Well, anyway, you're having your next leader waiting in the wings here. And I presume there was some sort of promotional material going on YouTube, which got me to question, first of all, the YouTube's availability in Hong Kong. And if that ever comes into question, I presume it's still available there at the moment. Can you give me a quick Google, is YouTube available in Hong Kong? Because once you've had it, you wouldn't want to not. Oh, there you go. China excluding Hong Kong and Macau. YouTube can still be accessed in Hong Kong, Macau, the Shanghai Free Trade Zone, specific hotels, and obviously by using a VPN. So it's there. And I guess in order to promote, campaign as you would, you might have been running ads on YouTube as a potential upcoming leader. My understanding is that this individual was already going to win or was preparing to win because
He was a favorite.
Google and Meta Platforms, Facebook, moved on Wednesday to curtail the social media presence of Hong Kong's sole chief executive candidate, an unusual move to comply with U.S. sanctions that thrust the American internet giants into the debate over perceived of freedoms in the city. YouTube shut down the campaign channel of former policeman John Lee's election campaign channel, citing sanctions Washington imposed on officials allegedly involved in quashing the pro-democracy movement that erupted in 2019. Lee, a staunch supporter of the China extradition bill that sparked the protest in Hong Kong, that was that you could have people pulled from Hong Kong, extradited to mainland China as to be punished or to be held at trial outside of Hong Kong. That caused the eruption originally for his role in curtailing political freedoms under China's national security law. Oh, here we have TN weighing in. Thank you very much, by the way. Shout out. He's saying, yes, YouTube is in HK. I'm in HK. So there we have an insider. Maybe,
no VPN.
Maybe he can give us more information as our new Hong Kong insider. Shout out, Ben.
Okay, I'll keep watch.
Let us know, TN, how you feel about this decision by YouTube to cut this guy, to cut off his channel, promoting his campaign, and just what you think about him coming into power in general. Could be interesting. I mean, when do you have access to somebody on the ground in Hong Kong? It is unusual to have a political figure banned on social media platforms. Obviously, we remember the Donald Trump situation, Twitter, Facebook. Alex Jones is another example, but kind of a different story. Not a political figure. Wasn't running for office, I don't think, at the time. Here's his response. I'm disappointed that some media have taken action based on the so-called reasons that I was sanctioned. The 64-year-old Lee told reporters on Wednesday, the unreasonable so-called sanction that the U.S. government directed at me for my efforts to maintain national security is an act of bullying. And he's not for it. I guess they have some deal. I guess there's some sort of sanction specifically targeting this type of thing, and they're going to uphold it. This gets back to our conversation about social media, Elon Musk, and having Vin there yesterday about how the whole freedom situation, it comes into question when you're talking about very severe ends of the spectrum, when you're talking about sanctions, when you're talking about politics, when you're talking about, I mentioned doxing, I mentioned requests from police and law enforcement in specific regions. It gets complicated. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see what transpires over there. Netflix Q1 net subscribers unexpectedly declined. Oh, yeah. I think we got this one well covered. Audi Urban Sphere is an autonomous cyber lounge for megacity commuters. With more cabin space than any Audi before, the autonomous concept EV maximizes comfort, time, and luxury for future commuters stuck in never-ending traffic. I don't even need to be stuck in never-ending traffic. I can just have my movie theater on wheels that I've been talking about in the parking lot when I'm hanging out late at night. That's another reason to be comfortable in your
and lounging. Ooh.
EV.
Yeah, look at this.
That's kind of nice.
Let me tell you, it looks like I'm going to have a lot of space in the rear there. It's just that the way it's swooping and stretching in that fashion.
How it kind of goes straight up at the back. And
I'm going to have headroom.
Yeah.
I'm going to be comfortable. I'm sure he's going to show me pictures of the interior.
What's the front look like?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that
It's
front.
really nice. Look at that.
I'm relaxing in here. It doesn't look as efficient from a drag perspective as
like
some
an
of these other some of these other EVs.
Because of the flat front?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm from a look standpoint, maybe in the future with these concepts, we have such efficient battery setups. We don't have to worry about it so much. Shout out Life of Mike. It's kind of like a cooler looking minivan. Oh.
What type of doors are these? What are they
Suicide
called?
doors.
Suicide doors.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
The whole thing opens up, so you get this really big opening to get in and out of it. And look at the rear seat. Is that the best look we get at the rear seat, Will? Or do we get another one?
Let's just go through it.
Man, this front is like really...
It's cool, eh?
Yeah. I wonder if the lights breathe or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Tons of leg room in the back over there.
Oh, the roof is like pure glass.
Pure.
Pure.
We only use the purest glass. They're like, wait, isn't all the glass?
Yeah.
Ours is the purest.
Ooh, little high with the EV port.
Pure as the driven snow.
Oh, yeah.
That's like,
Will, pure as the driven snow.
Yep.
Go
Great
ahead.
movie.
There you go. Mo,
no.
see you later.
Bye.
What is this giant red beam coming out from? I need to get inside the cabin, Will. What are they doing to me here? I need to see what I experience. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm starting to feel it now.
Oh my God, look at the head.
That's a lot of room.
I'm starting to feel it now. But where's my screen for my movie theater experience? Oh, there it is. It's huge. You're damn right. You're damn right I'm rolling around in this movie theater on wheels. You're damn right I am.
Man, the headrest is crazy.
You're damn right I am. It's got a lot of wood in there. It's a living room type of feeling. It probably also has ambient notifications.
You looking at the pedal?
I'm looking.
Pedals.
I'm looking at everything. It probably also blows wind on you when you have a notification. Look at these textures.
Well, you like these textures?
It's like Will's couch in there.
I don't know about this.
Uh-oh.
upholstery, yeah.
He's having Otis stress.
It's a lot of anxiety.
He's having Otis stress. Shout out Life of Mike. Shout out
Oh, is
Logan.
that glass? Is the display?
It looks like augmented reality, sort
Yeah,
of.
is it see-through?
I think so. And then these are the screens.
Whoa, this car's on another level.
Yeah.
I like the fact that the seats are skinny. It looks like it's more spacious
It
than it
does.
actually
Room to move around. That's skinny in the base, but not in the shoulders where you need
is.
it.
Right, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say spaceship, and it does give me
It does,
spaceship.
yes.
vibes.
We have another super chat here from R. He says, compare this design to the new Audi.
Oh my God.
or sorry, the new BMW. This is the new Audi. Yeah, this is what I expected. When I saw the amount of room in the rear, if you're willing to give up the trunk, you can practically get horizontal
And this is bedtime.
in these rear seats. It's a real first class experience.
Wow.
But Willie Doo's gonna have to give up on his vision of hosing
Yeah,
everything down.
why carpet? Well, okay, listen.
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
It's you just
This is forgivable because this is the whole ambiance, right?
Of
like
course.
You're going to be living.
it's a luxury
In a
feel.
van.
It's a
Right.
it's
You're gonna be staying
well, I
there
don't think
for a
you have to
while.
live in
Well,
this
no.
one, but
You might wanna though. This is nice.
But you're not in and out. You're not trying to get from A to B and then
Right. You're not
Be
taking
done
this
with it.
camping.
yeah.
well, I think listen, if you live in a particular
Carpet is fine.
if you live in a particular climate or you park in a garage, you live in a condo or you live in a warmer climate and you don't have your pet go everywhere with you, this might be okay.
Yeah.
It might be fine. It might be more just when you pick this up, Will, Otis might not be allowed in here. And that's fine.
Oh, definitely not.
And that's fine.
No. He's
He might have to Otis might have to have some alone time.
yeah, definitely. If I get this,
He might have to entertain himself.
well, yeah, this is very like all the accents,
It's super
the
luxurious.
materials, it's very luxurious.
Yeah, it's definitely a luxury play here. It's
You
one
think
of the
we can
most
get
luxurious interiors. No, it's a concept. Just a concept. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
And the
you're
front
right, Mo.
changes colors.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. Somebody
Oh,
says
look
no.
at that.
Somebody says no shoe zone. You take your shoes off before you get in to your car.
I can see that happening in this car.
Man, could you do that? Could you do that?
Like a no shoe policy?
If you leave your house, if your car's in the garage
Right.
and let's say you pull in to another enclosed garage when you get to work, you could do it. You could have a car with a no shoe policy.
Right. Yes, you could.
You could.
You very well could.
So, in that case, pretty good.
And hey, man, if you're buying this car,
What
you
about
can
no
do-
socks?
Oh God.
No socks. That's a lot of work. I'm getting to work and I'm putting on
putting on
shoes
socks?
and socks and man, people are like, why get dressed at that point? What about no clothes?
Oh,
I just got the robe on. Yeah. I just show up in my living room on wheels. I guess it's possible. Very cool. Okay, this is yours. I think this was supposed to be in the show yesterday. Got pushed to today. Shout out Colic Toys. What can you tell us, Will? You have set it up for us.
Yeah. So the title of this Reddit post is Honda versus Tesla, and it's a pretty short clip of showing the damage done to a Tesla versus a Honda when they hit each other.
Cool.
They go head on.
Yeah. And
Okay.
obviously
You sound
can-
excited about that,
you kind
Mo.
of see.
I think it's a miserable day for these people. Like, they go,
Wait, this isn't a test. This is this
I'll
is real
show
life.
ya.
Mo's like, they go head on.
I thought they were testing it. Like it was in. The
Hey,
safe-
Will, do they go head on?
Okay.
It's like a dirty voice.
I guess I should pay attention to the show.
Head on.
Let me ask you something, Will. Do they go head on?
I
Okay.
saw the first second of this.
So
they go head
the Tesla's camera system, basically the Tesla got rear-ended by a Honda,
Okay.
and you could kind of see the footage.
Yeah.
And then the person steps out and takes footage of the damage.
Whoa.
That's a surprise. Yeah.
So, spoiler alert for people who's just listening: Tesla got pretty much no
Scratches,
damage.
I would assume.
Maybe
yeah,
a couple
the paint,
scratches.
the paint is going to be messed up. But
Right.
part of this, too, is the front end of the Honda's hitting the rear end.
Of
Yes.
the
Of the
Tesla.
and the
Tesla.
Honda is like totaled.
And the Honda was the object that was moving, whereas the Tesla
Yes.
was the object that was planted by the looks of it, right?
Yeah.
It was moving a little bit, but the Honda was moving way faster when it hit. All captured on the. But yeah,
rear
that's how crumple zones work. It's the intention. Otherwise, that driver's taking all those G's
Right. Yeah.
if his front end holds up. The driver, however, in the Tesla, that's quite a bit of whiplash going on.
Of course. Yeah. I'm sure that's not fun for him.
Other people are saying it's fake. I see some.
I mean, yeah, it could be fake.
I see some scratches there.
Well, you still got to take it to the shop. Because, like, a lot of fender benders, you have, like, internal issues.
Oh, listen, man, you gotta get that checked out.
Yeah. So
No
you might
doubt.
have some internal issues, but
No doubt, but definitely the Honda's in worse shape at the moment. It's going to need a lot of work. It might be a write-off.
it might be. It might not be worth it.
Yeah, might be a write-off. Crumple zones. Jason Momoa reportedly in talks to star in the Minecraft movie. I don't know about you guys. I think about Minecraft. I think about Momoa.
They're making a movie? Like a live action?
I didn't know that either.
I feel like that would be the main draw. It's like Minecraft movie.
Yeah. And is it animated?
Is it
Is
one?
he
Well,
just-
it's got to be one of these ones where it's like he finds himself in mine. You know, like
you mean like he's
the
like,
real character finds themselves
like
in
a
Minecraft.
Jumanji
I don't.
type.
Right.
Otherwise, how do you star in it? Is it just
voice?
voice? Then is that starring? They don't normally say it like that.
No, they don't.
The years in the making Minecraft movie from Warner Brothers might be one step closer to becoming a reality as Jason Momoa, who you might know as Aquaman. That's how I prefer to think of him. It's in final negotiations. However, it still seems the movie might be a long way from actually hitting theaters, though, as neither THR or Variety reported a projected release date. The Minecraft movie has hit a few blocks over the past several years. The movie was first announced in 2014. Whoa. Crazy. But in 2015, Rob McElhenney, known for his work in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Apple TV Plus hit show Mythic Quest, was confirmed as the director. And in 2016, the movie was given a 2019 release date. Well, push. COVID, push it. The Minecraft franchise is still very popular, having just surpassed 1 trillion views on YouTube in December. You heard of this game, Minecraft, Mo?
Yeah.
Oh, how it's hanging. It sticks or it hangs in there, doesn't it?
It's really kind of crazy to me.
Hangs
It's They created such a cult and such a,
Hey, don't call them a cult.
well, you know what I
No,
mean.
they don't appreciate it.
Just replicate my laugh.
You're right. You're right. It definitely has a following and a community, and it seems never ending because it's endless, the ways in which you can interact with the game. And people create all types of intriguing scenarios, and the kids love it and everything else. Shout out Jacob. Shout out Bobby. As far as a movie, I don't know how it's actually going to play. Like, I don't know. When they say starring, I feel like he lands himself in Minecraft world or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Aquaman in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Scientists invent device for optimally separating Oreos. Well, this is it's what you need on 420.
Yeah.
Bo's picking this up on the way home.
What is this?
Well, you gotta get the perfect separation. You didn't know this? You gotta
You did
split
this,
the
right?
Oreo.
Obviously, you've done this.
Split an Oreo?
Yeah.
I mean, they split so easily anyway.
That's what I was just gonna say. What?
Yeah. They split
Who's
perfectly.
asking
I
for
never
this?
really had an issue. Unless maybe if they're old or something, they stick together
Maybe,
more and they
yeah.
break. I don't
But
know.
Oreos don't last very long in my house. Like Oreos
What
don't
happens
get
to them?
old. They get eaten.
Where do they go? I never know where they go.
Yeah, they just disappear.
A team of mechanical engineers at MIT recently developed an Oreometer or an Oreometer to test the optimal way of separating the two halves of an Oreo cookie so that the wafers and the cream filling inside remain unbroken. The cream filling they want to be unbroken as well. So I guess you can't even have like a little stickiness that came off or something. They called this particular experiment Oreology. The fluid in this case was the cream filling, a soft solid that the team classified as mushy, meaning it's not very brittle, unlike a cracker, and it's relatively soft like bread. So with 3D printers and stuff, you can make these things, Will.
Yeah.
You can make these things, and no one's going to tell you not to, especially if you can turn it into a scientific exercise. And part of your MIT credits,
Crazy contraption.
insert
Just
Oreo.
one cookie.
Yeah. I guess whatever findings occur here could be applied to other
Cookies.
subject. No, not other engineering problems.
Right.
I don't know where
No,
you
the only thing that matters is the cookie.
I don't know where you'd
Load
find
pennies, it says.
scenarios like this.
To unlock it, I suppose.
I think it's
What?
to add weight. So you load pennies
Yeah.
until it just drops.
That's right.
And
It's
it
the
will-
exact right amount of pressure
Right. But
because you wouldn't want to over torque it.
who's got pennies?
Don't over torque your Oreo.
Yeah, that's the real concern.
Listen here, bud. Don't over torque your Oreo, buddy. Hey, bud.
I like
That's a
that.
lot
Very
of
Canadian.
pennies that he's putting in there.
Yeah. Well, that's a wild ride.
Well, that's fun. You know?
Right.
Engineers gotta have fun,
Well,
too.
how's your 3D printer? I know your NFT is a 4 lately. How's your 3D printer ranking? In 2022,
It's always been consistent.
it never fluctuated at all.
I don't think
there
so,
there was a moment.
Yeah. When it blew up.
It was a 10 for everybody at one point. Because
Like,
it seemed like we had
cool,
a
I
different
can
3D
print
printer.
anything.
Yeah, we had a different 3D printer in here every day. It seemed like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where are you at?
I want to get back into it. There's stuff I want to print.
You're going up right now.
Oh.
Sure. Yeah.
So peak,
Get back into my modeling kind
Right,
of days.
right.
So your peak was a 10. You went down to a 6, 7.
Sure. Yeah.
Right now you're an 8 or a
like
9,
8.
and you might hit 10 again.
Maybe. Yeah.
Does this
Well-
have anything to do with the Bronco?
No.
0.
No.
You won't be 3D printing parts for it.
No.
No accessories. No, people do that.
Really? Like what?
Extra cup holders
Okay,
and
okay. I see.
different additional. You didn't know that that's going on? Oh man.
I should look into it.
The true enthusiasts who love their vehicles get to the point of 3D printing accessories for them. Teslas and
Yeah.
but I was kind of joking when I first said it, but it does actually happen.
Oh. It's quite
So-
titular.
You might be what?
I'll look into it.
Go ahead. Next up, Taco Bell brings back people were mentioning this on the chat yesterday because we had the
Yes.
whole taco story. Taco Bell brings back their Mexican pizza after a 2-year hiatus. The item is making a return after a petition urging the restaurant to bring it back garnered more than 200,000 signatures. Good Lord.
Wow.
People really want their Mexican pizza, Mo.
Right.
Do you want your Mexican pizza?
How am I eating this?
You're
It feels floppy.
you need to have a fork, I feel like. No?
You think you're cutting this into slices?
I don't know what you're doing. I think you got a fork. A Taco Bell favorite is making its return after 2-year hiatus. On Monday, the fast food chain announced its popular Mexican pizza is officially returning on May 19 after going off the menu in 2020 when the chain was scaling items back due to COVID-19 pandemic. It's crazy just how long you would continue to scale back. I feel like you can pick that up. No?
Yeah, okay. It is sliced up.
It is sliced up.
Okay. Makes a little bit more
You
sense.
receive it sliced up, your
Right.
Mexican pizza.
That looks so good.
Beloved item.
Will's hungry again.
So this is a case where one of these change.org petitions actually changes something. All you got to do is ask the fast food people. You got to ask them if you can give them more money. Hey, we want to give you more money, and they'll change. We're sick of not being able to give you money. They're like, oh, we'll change. No problem. You guys got money. It was created by Krish Jagirdar, an Indian American who noted the menu item is popular in the South Asian community. Interesting. Like many Indian Americans who grew up vegetarian, we had limited access to the fun fast food. So Taco Bell became a bridge to belonging in American culture for many kids, like me who grew up in immigrant households. That's what made it especially devastating when the Mexican pizza was pulled from menus. But I don't understand. Why is the Mexican pizza not vegetarian? Or does the kid grow up vegetarian and then...
No, it could be vegetarian because they have their like vegetarian meat.
I know, but he didn't grow up with that's a new development, the vegetarian meat.
Right.
Can he get the Mexican pizza made with beans?
Maybe that's what it is.
It's very interesting. He says, growing up vegetarian, I had to get into it. I guess you can make it on your own. That's what.
Wait a minute.
Will's gonna make it on his own
Taco Bell style. Oh,
style. Like you can make it at home. I feel like Will might make it at home. He's
I
quite a
can see
chef.
that.
I don't know if you knew that he's quite a chef.
yeah. I mean, this looks great.
It
It's
does.
so colorful.
It does
and
look great.
Happy.
Will, are you picking this up on your way home?
Oh, I really want to.
So did they say a price? What are we gonna pay for this guy? We finally did it. The Mexican pizza is coming back $5.19. Oh, we gotta wait a little bit. Not quite back yet. Singer Doja Cat, who partners with Taco Bell, was among the first to confirm the news of the Mexican pizza's return during her Coachella performance. I brought back the Mexican pizza, by the way.
At a Coachella stage performance.
You like that one, Will? She literally dropped the mic
that's
with the
funny.
hot news.
That's funny.
That's some next level marketing. They're like, how much for a shout out during your Coachella performance? She's like, talk to my manager.
Yeah.
Talk to my agent. They cut a deal. She's on stage. She goes, I brought back the Mexican pizza, by the way. And then drops the mic. And everyone's like, what is she talking about?
Oh, well, let's dance.
Or they're like, yeah, that's what we wanted. Oh, for those that don't know, the pizza can be ordered without seasoned meat, making it a favorite for vegetarians, Mo. It consists of crispy flour shells, beans, pizza sauce, melted cheese, and tomatoes. You can have it as a vegetarian, Mo.
There we go. We figured it out.
Cool.
You know the thing that always got me about that, Mo?
What's that?
Maybe I shouldn't go into it.
Oh, no, but you got to. You got to.
Like, okay, so the vegetarian options at places that sell and distribute boatloads of meat.
You're still supporting.
You're like, have my money to go buy more meat for everyone else.
Right.
I'm going to leave it at that. But
What's their alternatives, man?
I know. It's tough. It's tough out there.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's not a criticism. I'm just saying it's interesting that we look to our fast food partners to solve our vegetarian problem.
Exactly.
While they've simultaneously convinced the world to eat meat at every single meal multiple times.
Also, isn't there like cross contamination?
Don't start talking.
I'm
You're
sorry.
spoiling.
I
You're
just brought
spoiling
it
the
up.
fun, Will.
I apologize to everyone.
You better stop. You best put that away right there.
Yeah.
So, but people have other reasons for it. It might be health related too. In which case, you're trying to limit the meat that you're eating or whatever it is. But you got to wonder what Taco Bell's up to because you eat some of that stuff and you're just like, why is this? What's going on here? Why is this so addictive? Like, what's happening in
What's
here?
going on with my stomach?
Oh, and that happens after. You're like, what exactly took place over here? What did I sign up for? Let's just celebrate the Mexican pizza and not go into it, Mo.
Okay.
I know you prodded me to go into it, but
Yeah, I did.
you know, it's like, man, I love the vegetarian options at Taco Bell. Man, I love the vegetarian options at Taco Bell. I'm there 3 times a day.
What do you think, Lou?
Okay.
Just
What's
kind of, I
next?
know it's just kind of funny. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Man, I love the vegetables at the steakhouse. Love it. They're the best. I go there just for the vegetables.
Right.
Yeah. They do have good vegetables.
The steakhouse?
The keg
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, well they do, but
and mashed potatoes.
Oh man,
yeah,
guys, I'm hungry.
life is complicated, isn't it? It's like for example, all the soft drink companies bought all the water companies,
Right.
or the cigarette companies they bought the
Yeah.
Nicorette or
Yeah.
whatever. Life is complicated, man. You think you're doing something, you're
Right.
doing the opposite.
They're making money off you either way.
You think you're doing things.
Yeah.
You think your little minor actions are mega because they're yours.
Nothing's pure anymore.
It's just, yeah.
But that's okay. You should still do what you want to do.
Big. Go ahead, Mo.
Well, just like even if it doesn't affect like the grand scheme of
Yeah,
things.
maybe it's just the principle.
Yeah, and also like your own personal mental health.
Go ahead, Mo.
Like if I want to eat a vegetarian burger because I don't want to feel like I'm contributing, and although maybe it's a little bit of a lie or deceiving,
Well, are you suggesting that ignorance is bliss?
yes, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
and that's okay.
that in certain
That's okay.
Thanks, Will. Will had my back there, man.
It's all shades of many grays.
Yeah.
Nothing's never black and
and
white.
it's okay. And it's okay. We're all nodding, looking at each other. I think it's okay. What do you think? Is it?
I have
okay?
no teeth. I remember. Just like old men.
The way I see it, it's okay. The more I think about it, it's okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Adam's apple. Yeah. Well, Mo, you got to understand there's a limitation to the ignorance is bliss thing because then all of a sudden you're out of control. You're saying yes to everything.
Yes, I know.
You're just going, I don't want to think about it. Drive down the road. Woo! Mo told
It's okay.
Mo told me it's okay. Just eating a Mexican pizza. 200 miles an hour. And I got to do what I want to do. Speaking of it's okay, according to the, I guess it's the CEO of the company, it is the price, 99 cents is okay. Still for Arizona iced tea.
Shout out.
Which is, a lot of people were concerned with the inflation. And they're saying, how long you had 99 cents on the can
It's
for?
been crazy.
I think it's my whole
crazy how long-
life.
Yeah. I remember when I was in high school, I was like, what?
Unless it used to be 79 or something.
For me, it was always 99. I never saw it at 79.
I'm just curious. Maybe we just forget it's another Fruit Loop factor.
Right, could be.
Was it-
Oh, look, they got $1.
Oh, no.
And it's red. They're really upset about it.
Oh, no. Is that real? I don't know if that's real, Will. Because I just bought one of these for 99 cents not that long ago. So I don't really believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe it either.
But
Oh, that guy in the store put his own price on it, which is rude. He put $2. If you scroll down a little bit, yeah, he just put a sticker right over top of it. $2. Get out of my store. Get out of my store. $2.
wow, that's a bit of a markup.
Some people have amazing questions about it. Why is it cheaper than water, Mo?
Hey, man, I don't know.
It's a great point.
That's a really good point.
Why is it cheaper than water?
How, actually?
Anyway,
yeah.
so in times of uncertainty, you can count on Arizona iced tea.
Just a cold can It's also much bigger than any can.
Yes. There's
It's
a lot of
500 mil.
fluid out
It's a
there.
500 mil can. You could probably actually. That's a great point you just made,
A lot of volume.
because if you read the nutrition information on the back of your Arizona iced tea,
Yeah.
which I don't think the average Arizona customer is
No,
doing,
I don't think
but
so.
if you do, it's half the serving size. So it's a 500 mil can, but the amount of sugar is actually only for you to drink half. The serving is considered to be half.
Oh.
250 mil.
I chugged that.
Yeah,
so
there's no
much.
way.
So
No,
fast.
I know some people might not like that, but and there are other, by the way, there are other 591 mil products that I also buy, different iced teas, which will look at the whole bottle as the serving.
Okay.
So when if you were to compare the two, you'd be like, not that much sugar, but it's like, no, it's double.
Yeah. Well, that's clever.
Which
That's
is
a
why
bit of
the
a trick.
Arizona stuff is delicious, obviously. Inflation rates hit a 40-year high. But these iced tea drinks have been sold at the exact same price for years, best known for the cherry blossom aesthetic, hefty 23-ounce size, and reliable 99-cent price tags. Arizona iced tea is one of those gas station staples whose prices make it a sure and sound go-to, like your mom's lasagna. Thank you for that today. To me, the worst day as a salesman is to go to the retailer and say, hey, by the way, I'm raising the price on that can today. That's what his name is, Voltaggio, the guy who's in charge over here. He says such changes have a negative trickle-down effect he's made a point to avoid. After all, an increase in price for a retailer means a change in what the consumer might purchase from them altogether. Might cause a customer to overlook the tall, brilliant cans found in the refrigerated section. So they hang in there. They're sticking at 99.
Right.
They're not going up.
They saw what happened to Netflix.
Seems like a hard thing. Wow. Look at the family over here. Don Voltaggio, center, co-owns the company with his sons, Wesley and Spencer.
Nice little family.
I'm surprised they went with Wesley and Spencer. I'm surprised Don Voltaggio went with those names.
You thought it would be what?
Take a guess.
No, I'm not going to take a guess.
Maybe a Vinny.
Will is willing to take a guess.
Yeah.
You talking about Vinny Voltaggio? I knew him down the way. It's my guy.
There we go.
It's my guy. Yeah, you could add that. 30 years ago was when this was found. At the time, a gallon of whole milk was $1.13 and a gallon of gas the exact same. And he doesn't care. Stays at 99. Everything else is so much more. How do you do it? I guess volume helps you. I guess the fact that you're selling sugar water helps you.
That definitely helps.
I don't know about how inflation has affected sugar. It's obviously affected employees. You're going to have to pay them more. Here it is. PSA, as official tweet. Our recommended selling price for Arizona in the USA is still 99 cents. The can on the right is from Canada for the conversion.
That makes sense.
Don't worry, fam. We still got you.
Weird, but
That's weird. I just got a 99-cent can
Yeah.
in Canada the other day. Are they importing? I don't even know if I paid 99. I think the can just said 99.
Oh.
But I guess if the can says 99, you got to pay 99.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't think that's
We got to get
true.
to the bottom of this.
Well, let's find out. I'll stop by a convenience store on my way home today.
We're going to get to the bottom of this
All
for
right.
you. What happens in Canada
Right. Stays in Canada.
doesn't stay in Canada, thanks to us.
Yes.
It gets out to the rest of the world. We bring Canada to the world,
There's a revolution.
including the prices of, 99 cents in Canada. That would be ridiculous because
Yeah.
that would be equivalent 70 cents
Yeah.
US. That would be the best deal in the world. No better deal. 500 mil Arizona iced tea.
Sugar water.
We're going to go get to the bottom of this, guys. Mo is now a field reporter. He's not just the financial analyst and advisor. He's also our field reporter.
Oh, nice.
It's true. He sent the A&W receipt yesterday.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did.
It was mid-show, and we kind of missed on getting it up, but he gave us the inflation report from A&W. I think people would love your inflation report because you spent 34
34 on 2 meals.
2 meals.
Yeah.
Combos.
2 combos, yeah. Well, I mean, that's a meal, right?
No, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was actually kind of less than what I thought it was going to be.
That's what he said.
Like, I thought it was going to hit 40.
That's what Will said.
I thought so too. Like your your receipt was cheap, in my opinion.
Well,
Same.
it definitely wasn't cheap, guys. It was
Yes, you're right. It
$18.
wasn't
It was
cheap.
$18 each.
Yeah.
Canadian.
Yeah. It's
For
it's
A&W.
still not cheap, but I thought for sure I was cracking 20 a person. But we'll see. Is it? Do they have different prices at different locations?
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
Maybe.
We'll get to the bottom of that too.
Oh, field reporter Mo gets to the bottom of it. It's the segment is called "Getting to the Bottom of It"
Yeah.
with Mo.
That's fun.
Go ahead, Will.
So have you seen these?
No.
It's a Reddit post and got a lot of views. It's called a Kangina,
Okay.
and it originated from Afghanistan. What it looks like is like a little clay pocket, like a little circle.
It looked like
and
a disc.
What it's supposed to do is actually preserve, specifically in this case, grapes. So without refrigeration,
So no air can get in.
yes,
That's
they
key.
would flatten out these like clay circles
Okay.
and put the grape in, and then like cover it with another circle. And over time, I think it says 6 months, these grapes can be still be fresh.
Wow. So it's like two plates. They're putting two plates together.
Yeah,
They're
essentially.
clay. It's made out of clay.
It's made out of clay.
Preservation.
And there it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Old school preservation. No air, no problem. It's the air's causing all your problems.
Yeah. No
Mo.
moisture.
Well, it also must be cooler in there than it is outside.
I think it might be a little bit cooler in there.
Yeah.
Shout out Jesse. He said that I'm the new Wolf Blitzer. Do you know who that is?
Yeah. CNN.
What a name.
Yeah.
How can
Amazing
I
name.
possibly live up to that?
So cool.
Wolf Blitzer. Yeah, I love this stuff. Well,
Yeah.
once you go fully off grid with your Bronco, you're gonna need these techniques.
Just load it up with these clay pots things, and then just have grapes.
All your groceries are just preserved forever.
Very cool.
You're not gonna have a fridge off grid there. I don't know. Maybe you get some solar going. You figure it out. Those grapes look delicious somehow.
Yeah.
Just don't let your dogs eat them.
No.
That'll. Did you guys ever have it happen? The dog with the grape, or no?
No.
You never
I
had
don't think
it.
so.
I had the extracted, the one grape. I'm like, really? The one grape? They're like, we got to get it out. I was like, all right. Golf fans used to chase the winning ball. What?
I thought this was pretty funny. Back in the day.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, you can actually the ball is free for anyone to take after the person gets in the hole.
Like a home run.
Like, yeah,
Kind of,
This
baseball.
is
I was just
madness.
Oh my god, you have to see this. This is like
This is
What it is.
madness.
Oh my god!
There's another ball there. That
No,
Yes.
you need the winning ball.
the winning ball, yeah.
no, I know, but the other
I know,
guy
just
has to
completely
put that
ruins
in.
it for everyone.
The other guy in the tournament needs to putt in his ball still. And they've
So-
just. I mean, I'm surprised that you can put. I guess there's maybe a marker. I don't know. It's a
Right
very
when the ball
short
goes
shot.
in, there's like 5 people just jumping on it.
Are you sure about all this, Will?
Oh my god! What do you mean? He's got video proof.
Well, I don't know, man. I got a ton of questions here. Like, how can this be? Oh, okay. So it's not official because you can see the guards in very fancy outfits following close behind.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
must be in like the UK.
Go ahead, Will.
They
With
got
the
stiff.
with the outfit, I'm imagining.
You imagine
Yeah, I'm with Will.
that's a UK outfit?
I
As far as,
think so. Or somewhere in Europe.
Look at the hat he's got.
It's just very
the world according to Willie Dude.
very, very proper.
UK
And
outfits.
that's what I think of UK.
Shout out Jimmy. Listen,
Oh my
this is a
God.
recipe for disaster,
Yeah,
and
of course.
those guys were not supposed to get away. I understand maybe there was a tradition of chasing the ball, but I also understand why that couldn't have lasted very long because
Yeah.
injuries for sure.
So
man.
easily to break your wrist.
If
right?
you reach into the
in there,
hole, my God.
you got like 5 dudes behind you.
I mean, it would be cool to have the game-winning ball, but I think you just maybe
That guy
want,
has a helmet.
want the winning player to just maybe flip it to you on his way out as
Yeah.
opposed to diving in there. Seems pretty wild. Crazy.
Very risky.
Hotel in Germany uses 3D carpets to prevent guests from running.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is just an image.
Wow. This is cool.
I wouldn't run in there. I'm not running. It's terrifying. I mean, I feel like
This
I'm
would encourage me to run.
falling. Well, you might try it, but you're not going to consistently do it.
We grew up in an apartment, and me and my brothers ran up and down the
Right.
stairs and down the hall and stuff. This would be kind of like a don't step on the crack, you'll break your mother's back type of game for us. I think we would take advantage of this.
Yeah, you're right. It might entice you.
Yeah.
You're like, I can run on this.
It's all of a sudden
But I don't
become
know.
a challenge.
Maybe it's so disorienting when you're there
Could be.
that you're just like, whoa. Like maybe you're nauseous trying to run on that. I don't know. But then wouldn't that affect you in the same way walking? And then what kind of a hotel experience would that be?
Right.
It's a cool concept though, and it's amazing how our brains interpret those lines.
Yeah.
Like if that's completely flat.
It really feels like it.
Yeah.
Yet it doesn't. Yeah, you can't even imagine being drunk going down there.
And it still looks kind of pleasing in a way. No?
It looked like Dune, like sand.
Right.
Sure, yeah.
Shout out
Maybe the
DJ
color,
Medusa, appreciate it.
What happens does the carpet continue into the rooms?
I don't know.
Because that would be nutty.
Well, no, I don't think you would want that in your room.
No way.
That would be a little disorienting.
How-
So this is in Germany. Does it say exactly where it is? We might have to go check. We might have to send our field reporter.
Get on it.
You know, some people are skeptical that that's really what it's for. Maybe they're just trying to be cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish we could see inside the rooms because now I want to know.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, somebody's got a suggestion for lightweight pants. Thank you, David, for the super chat. He says I should try out North Face. I will look into it. I buy all the lightest weight pants. Will, you can get rid of this post altogether, this one, because it's really old, and the actual investigation I did into it, you can get rid of it.
Okay.
Just hit the X. Okay, this one is cool. Ma'am, I think there's another problem. This is from Unexpected. And I'll let you play the clip. I'm going to see what you guys think here. It's to paint the picture. There's some people that are trying to get a dog out. I think it's a dog or a cat, out from under a bed. They don't want to come out. And so two people are trying.
Okay. So a lady lifts the bed up.
Is that a dog or a cat? They're laughing. They're like, get out of there.
Oh, that's a cat.
A cat, okay.
That's a cat.
They're like, get out of there. They get
She grabs the mop.
They get the mop.
And that cat bucks it.
The cat knew what the mop
Yeah.
meant.
It's time to go.
And they're laughing about it.
Oh.
And they're like,
Oh.
There's a little kid crawling in. Oh my god! Oh
No.
my god! The little kid's trapped under the bed, and he's wearing diapers and stuff. This is a really little kid.
Mo's fired up. Shout out, David.
Oh my goodness!
The baby
Do
took
it again,
the
Will. Does
place
nobody
of the
notice?
No, she's looking at the other person, laughing.
Laughing. Oh my god! She even kicks it a little bit, like done with that problem.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You see what happens? You try to save the cat, you kill the baby.
Goes right in there.
Isn't that like a metaphor? Like you're trying to do the right thing, but you're like the cat. Who cares if the cat's under the bed? Is that even an issue?
No, I guess
Not really, right? So,
But now you got a baby under the bed.
but
How long do they look for the baby?
no, the baby started crying. You can hear it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the baby lets you know right away if it's trapped. But it's just the timing of the whole thing.
Yeah.
It all had to be timed so perfectly. And I presume everybody's okay. There's enough room under there for the baby. It's just that you're going to have to pick it up immediately after. It's weird that she's laughing and still holding it up for so long before going down. And then I had other questions about why is a camera rolling on this event?
Yeah. Is this?
I got questions. No, I mean, I normally have questions.
Yeah.
I normally have questions.
I think it's passable that they're recording this. I've filmed funny
Did you say
stuff.
possible or passable?
Passable. Like, I believe it. I don't think this is.
I thought you were saying possible with like an accent, like a Boston. Possible.
It's possible.
The way I look at it, it's possible.
All right, what's the next one?
Oh, this one is for Mo and for Will.
Okay.
And I actually like this one even more. Shout out Sean. The only thing you see here in this post, you see the face of a dog, and then
Right.
you see the caption, the big one wants it, but the small one needs it. That's all you see, all right?
I'm already
and there's a
excited.
dog with his eyes looking at the owner. Go ahead and play it. Mo, we need your attention here.
Chester, look at me.
Holy, this dog is really jazzed.
Give me a
With
replay.
like the drum and bass.
Give me a replay on this. The big dog is like, yeah, I'll
Chester,
take
look
it.
at me.
I'm excited.
Oh my god.
The other one, it's so intense. The fact that they might get the food. The little one. There's two dogs. Shout out Grant. So the first he presents it to the big dog. Then he pans to the left to showcase another smaller dog
And this dog is just like,
who licks his lip and starts just freaking out, vibrating
he's like trying to keep the devil within.
at the possibility of getting that. I don't know what the food is. Is it a leftover burger or something? It looks like.
I don't think it matters for dogs, man. Just like give it to me.
This
all.
guy reminded me of Otis. Just
He's having a seizure.
I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that.
Oh my
What
god.
are you eating over there? The big one wants it, but the small one needs it.
That's very funny.
Now the big one, you look at the big one, and dog's relationship with food is crazy. The big one's like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's like, yeah. Smells, he starts putting his nose a little bit. This one, it's like the last meal it'll ever eat. It is just so important.
With the music too.
Oh my goodness gracious. It's the way licking the
lip
tongue
while the
comes
shaking
out
of
at the
everything.
same time. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to need it. Yeah, I think it's a burger too. Okay, this is another old post, but I want to get you guys' take on this. This is pretty wild. So you're going to recognize the surroundings because it's in Toronto. This is Drake in his car. I think he's turning on to, it probably doesn't matter, but I think that's Adelaide.
Yeah.
Anyway, and there's a couple of SUVs following him, his security team. And the type of car he's in, which is a Maybach, it has that like roll down window, almost turning it into a convertible. These are very rare vehicles, which is, I presume, one of the ways in which you would know that this was Drake.
Right.
This individual is filming on their dash cam. This is from 3 years ago, but I had never seen it. And they start to kind of get harassed by Drake's security for not letting them in at the previous intersection. You can play the audio. There's actually dialogue that takes place.
No, I just have your license plates and I'll just report.
Oh, he has music in the background. Cut the audio. I'll explain it. So just go back to the beginning part of the clip. So Drake's car makes a turn. And what's important here is that they make a turn on a red. That's the key.
Right.
They make a turn on a red. So you have to assume if you're making a turn on a red, you're
You
not
don't
going to
have
be
the right
able
of
to
way.
get all your SUVs and everything in.
So it's like a long trail of cars.
Following him to create space between cars in front of him, behind him, particularly because it's gridlock and anyone could just walk up to him.
Sure.
Yeah.
So they're at a security disadvantage if that's the case.
And earlier that happened in this clip.
Of course it's going to happen, especially with the roof down like that. I mean, he could put, if he
inviting
really
even.
cared, he could put the roof up, but maybe that's not part of the thing. I mean, he should be able to have the roof down too, but you're Drake in Toronto, like you're going to get noticed. So if they had have waited for a green light on their end, instead of turning right on the red, then they easily could have had everybody come through.
Right.
And if you keep watching the clip, you'll see it's not just one SUV. They kind of all muscle in there. And the guy on the dash cam is taking down the license plate. He's like, I'm reporting you. You guys are harassing me. I had the right of way. He doesn't care very much that it's Drake. And I think it's a total of 3 separate SUVs that come in behind the Drake car.
Right.
Now, at one point, one of the bodyguards gets out of his vehicle and kind of threatens the guy in this car. He says, I'll take your Tesla. So it is a Tesla driver. And
Doesn't matter.
I don't know what that means, I'll take your Tesla, but he's trying to threaten him.
Yeah.
What's the deal? We
He's
got
being
it.
aggressive, saying like, "Run me over." Did you
Yeah,
not see
he's
that?
really
Yeah.
close to the car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. He got out of his vehicle. He's standing in front of this other guy's vehicle.
Is this guy saying thanks, or is he saying?
I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Like, I need to get in here. Like, you're letting me in too. It's a couple Escalades. It's intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this guy put up such a fight.
He's walking around still.
I'm surprised. I don't know. What would you guys do in this circumstance, and how do you feel about it? I understand you have the right of way.
Yeah.
This is an unusual circumstance. Some people get really upset. They're like, I don't care if you're Drake. I'm not going to bend to these. You don't get to just make your own rules. Some people get like that. Other people say, I understand it's an unusual circumstance. I'm just going to hang back here and let the cars go.
Right.
Which side of it would you have been on, and which side of it do you think is right versus wrong? Or
Man, I don't know if I'm the right guy to ask because I avoid Toronto at all costs because of this.
no, but you're here for whatever reason. That's you. You're in this car.
I let it happen because I just hate being there. Anything to cause less friction, get me out of this traffic.
Yeah, but in a way, if you let them go, then you're getting out. It's taking you longer to get out of it.
You're right, but I'm also not getting out of my car or having an argument with a guy in the middle of the street in Toronto. That's not happening.
Well, he didn't get out of his car. The bodyguard got out of his car.
Yes, for audio listens, but still, I'm not. What's happening is wrong, but I am not going to fight it. There's no way I'm fighting this.
So you don't support the behavior of Drake's crowd.
No,
But you probably wouldn't have had the friction take place.
no, I wouldn't. I just
Yeah, Mo wouldn't be in Toronto in the first place.
Shout out DGen, chef. And somebody else. Will, can you get me to shout out in teal color there?
CCDB.
Thank you.
Shout out.
What about you, Will? What do you think your approach would have been? Obviously, you're recording the whole thing.
Yeah, I just let it happen.
Right.
Yeah.
You just don't
I'm
want...
not going to make like a scene
You
and
don't
just
want-
cause more traffic.
it's so crazy, man.
You don't want the confrontation. Do you lay on your horn?
No, not even.
No horn, no nothing.
I just know that Toronto has crazy drivers.
Yeah,
Well,
You pick the wrong
any,
guy.
Any
it's
city, yeah.
Just not a good look.
Right.
like I feel like things can get out of hand way faster.
Okay,
in
but
Toronto.
but let's take that part out of it and just say, obviously Drake's team should have behaved differently.
of course,
Yes.
You got to
of
behave
course.
differently. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
bad look, right? Like,
Were they wrong? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But they have a tough job. Like, probably the guy in the very front screwed up.
Well, that's still
The guy in the very front probably shouldn't have made that right on that red.
definitely.
They
not.
were probably really late or something.
Created the whole problem.
But
and
it's weird to have like to make a mistake and then have the attitude of no, you don't get to speak right now. You stay and wait. We're gonna get through.
The guy, the bodyguard.
Yeah, it's
He
weird to
could've-
have that reaction.
He could have hopped out and gone up and explained. Maybe that might have been intimidating too.
But I'm way less angry. If his reaction wasn't this, what is this? Then run me over, bro. What are you doing, dude? You're an adult.
On the flip side, this made me like say that this thing was a regular occurrence and his security just couldn't manage whatever behaviors he wanted to do. Would it be feasible that Drake would just start paying for some type of police convoy?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think he could.
Is that feasible? And then is that worse? Now you're like, who the hell does this guy think he is? Shutting down every intersection that he moves through. Nobody else has that capability.
Right. But how is this really any different? Like the police convoy is not going to let him run through red lights and stuff.
Well, he
They're
didn't
just
run
gonna-
through. He didn't run through red lights, but it changes the right of way. Obviously, when the lights are flashing, everyone has to move out the way. Everyone has to wait.
Yeah, but I'm saying during police convoys, do they have the lights on?
They will if they can't get where they're going. Yeah, I mean, you
okay.
have some pretty serious convoys, political figures, and
Right, yeah.
it depends.
Okay.
I'm not saying that that's what they're going to do. Shout out Siddhartha. I'm just suggesting that it's a weird
Yeah.
area where, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there's certain rules that don't apply for other people, and they do apply, but the other thing too is if knowing it's Drake versus not knowing who it is. If you just see the convoy and the dude steps out, you are taking a fairly big risk creating confrontation. But if you know it's Drake, on the other hand, you know they can't really do much to you.
Right, because Drake's names can be attached
It's
to
so
it.
high profile.
Right, yeah.
They have some pretty severe limitations, and you kind of can honk at them.
Well, would you? You seem like you're playing the other side.
Well, I'm definitely
where-
playing the other side because you guys
Well, he's
both
coloring everything.
took the other place, but
But what would you do in that
actually,
situation?
it's hard to say because in the moment, I'm with Mo. I probably would be irritated. We probably haven't moved much in a while. And to see all these cars pile in when I let one car in.
Yeah.
And I could have just been in the intersection already. I didn't even have to let the one car in.
Yeah.
And then it's 3 SUVs behind the one car. I might honk.
Yeah.
I might actually honk.
Maybe,
All right.
yeah.
Just putting it out there. Thought it was an interesting
You ever held the door
social
up or something?
dilemma.
so an interesting scenario where everybody tries to imagine how they would deal with it. And then certainly when the guy comes out, it changes the scenario even more.
Absolutely.
Bodyguards standing right in front of your car, right near the windshield. So, and you get all kinds of reports, road rage incidents and things like that. You got to be aware. Risk reward is definitely playing a role in every scenario. The more information you know, the better prepared you are to deal with it. Damn, I shouldn't have done that. Go ahead, click play on this one. 2.2 million views. Shout out Aiden. So you see a cat is on a trampoline, and a guy comes over. He goes, look how cute this is, this cat. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to launch this cat. I'm going to give this cat a little ride right here by jumping on this trampoline. Ooh. Cat set a trap. Cat set a trap. That trampoline is soaking wet, and the guy's day is ruined. His jeans, his shirt, he's completely soaked.
And the cat runs away.
And the
before-
cat is unscathed because the cat is quick
Right.
and responsive. And here we go, one more time for you. This guy is getting a kick out of it. He's laughing before he even gets there. And the cat's already off.
The immediate pyramid position that he takes after is very funny
You
to
can
me.
feel the wetness.
Yeah.
Now, I want to draw your guys' attention to something that's amazing about this clip that has nothing to do with this
think I know where you're going
instant
with this.
karma. The trampoline in the neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait for it too.
It's the same trampoline
It's
as
the
well.
exact same trampoline.
Yeah.
It's one of these that's dug into the ground. And one of the comments in the inside the
Reddit.
Reddit post here. Well, first of all, there's chickens back there,
That's what I was going
which
to
is
point out.
amazing. But how do you end up with two neighbors with the exact same setup? It's quite a commitment. Was there a traveling salesman? Was there a bulk deal?
Oh, you know what? I have two uncles that bought houses next to each other. So maybe it's like a...
They can't share a trampoline. They each need their own. They stare at each other while they're jumping.
like over the fence?
No, because you have the hedge in the
Yeah,
middle. They just
yeah.
jump and then they have a conversation only when they're above.
That's amazing. That's a good sitcom.
Yeah, it's an odd. They're the exact same trampoline and the exact same installation. One is at the front of the yard. One is at the back. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty of conspiracy theories. I wonder what Vin thinks about it.
Yeah.
Here we have me leaving the house at 8:15, hoping that I make it to work by 8. Everybody has had this feeling at one time.
Yeah.
At one time in their life.
You're so lying to yourself.
Somehow I'm going to time travel during this trip. And this is a video clip of a very serious go-kart racer. And he is not intimidated at all by these racers in front of him. He's doing the full F1 treatment.
Whoa.
He's looking like Lewis
Like,
Hamilton.
look at these novices.
He's just flying out there.
Oh man, this looks like a lot of fun.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I think we should do a team event.
Yes. This
Yeah,
doesn't
for
seem
sure.
like regular go-karting.
It is. It's
this?
absolutely. Yeah. We can go do this.
Wow.
We can go do this. There's a spot. I know the spot.
Okay.
It's a ton of fun. We can book the whole place out.
Bless. Let's do this.
A team event. And especially with the interest in F1, like this would be so much fun.
Yes.
Kirk's going down.
And my kids would have to come, obviously.
Of course.
They would just have
They're
an
gonna demolish us.
absolute blast. There were some questions in the comments relating to how is he traveling so much faster than these other carts. Is he that much more aggressive, or is he on some other speed setting? And then also the other comment is, if you end up at one of these recreational tracks and you see a guy with gloves on, you best.
Oh man, that sets the tone.
You best get out the way.
Yeah.
You best get out the way. So, but anyway, I'm sure Mo's been on the highway trying to get here for 8, leaving his house at 8:15. I'm sure it's happened before. Here we have a nice one. This is a simple one. This is from Jay on Twitter. He says, "You ever get so bored at work, you start doing your job?" Shout out, Ethan. Wow, Jesse is having an amazing 420, and he's letting us know about it with all these super chats. Thanks again, Jesse. Yeah, every so often you get a tweet that's just perfect. I think that one's a perfect tweet.
Yeah, it's a really good tweet.
338,000 likes, 41,000 retweets. You ever get so bored at work, you start doing your job? I'm sure everybody can relate. Even us. There's times where that happens, where there's a... That's how they get you, where there's just not enough chatting going on that stuff actually happens.
Yeah.
Hey, this is our conversation today.
Mm-hmm.
It's our conversation today. This is really cool. A gem reflecting in a peculiar way. This gem, to me, I would call it the pixel gem. Because it really seems like a digital way in which it's reflecting light. Go ahead and
this subreddit.
Yeah. Go ahead and click play on that. Shout out, Brad.
Oh wow.
Very cool.
Like why is this gem not more utilized in jewelry and stuff? That is,
Yeah.
it looks like a digital screen the way it reflects light.
It might be very rare.
It looks like pixels. Look at this thing. And you were right, man. For
Minecraft?
anybody who's into Minecraft, you give them this gem in a piece of jewelry, you're crushing. You're killing the game at that point.
Yeah, it's I think I read up on it. It's the way that it's cut.
Oh, that's
The
it?
gem. Yeah.
Wait a
apparently.
second. You read up on one of these posts?
I posted the same thing, but another subreddit, and it had an explanation.
Okay.
So they cut it at certain angles.
So
or
what is
something.
the gem? Is it sapphire?
I didn't read.
Or no,
that
sorry,
much
that wouldn't
of
be
it.
sapphire. It would be emerald, right? Green? Anyway, whatever. So it's mostly to do with the cutting and not the actual gem.
Yeah, I believe so.
That's
I could be wrong.
very
I
interesting.
don't know.
So do you see the top comment on this Reddit? So that's what Japanese people's private parts are made of.
Oh my god. Reddit has no chill, man.
It looks like a pixelation of something. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
Okay, here's another weird one. We just got a couple left. They're all good, I promise. This isn't oddly terrifying. This one is titled, "Can Someone Explain?" So you guys are going to have to take a crack at it, okay? That's the game that we're going to play right here. Just
Okay.
hit play and you guys tell me what's going on.
Oh, something's coming up from the ground.
We don't need sound.
What is this? A crab? Maybe a
Oh.
turtle. Oh my god,
It's like you know that movie Tremors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like one of those
wait a second.
monster worms.
Wait
People
a
can also play along, those in the chat. You can guess as well. What we're watching right now is the ground is moving. It looks as if some sort of creature is going to be unearthed from the ground, but the ground is just disturbed. It's just disrupted, and it's
Yeah.
like splintering and rising and moving.
It seems like whatever's underneath is pretty large.
Shout out Ali's World. Go ahead, guys. What's going on
I
there?
don't know.
It's not an earthquake.
Is
Okay.
it like a giant turtle? I don't know.
I wish it was a giant turtle unearthing itself.
Is it something to do with water?
There you go. Yeah, I think that seems
like
to be the
quicksand,
consensus. That
kinda.
seems to be the consensus, that you would have like a rising water table underneath. You have softening clay. It's very clay material, but I don't even necessarily know if that's for sure the case. But that seems to be the consensus.
Yeah.
So you don't know the answer?
Well, go read the comments.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just the consensus.
Okay.
I mean, don't read the top comment because people don't get serious till like the 10th comment on this particular post. Thank you again, Siddhartha. The soil probably has clay underneath. The clay expanded because of water, so the soil is now being torn. I mean, hopefully somebody can give us a definitive, but yeah, that seems to be what the consensus. I said consensus 3 times.
Water related.
Water.
Got it.
Clay is moving. Probably water. Is
this a spoiler?
No.
No? Okay.
No spoiler. I haven't even seen this Batman movie.
Okay.
The Batman. You both saw it?
I've seen it.
Yes.
You were 2 thumbs up. You were neutral.
Neutral.
Well, okay, easy.
I
That
think I'm
sounded
on
even-
your side. Maybe a 1 thumb up.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. You changed your report?
You want to know something
Was it
even
2
more
thumbs?
crazy? You know who changed their report?
Jack.
Jack changed his report.
Oh, Jack.
He said he was watching it, and I really should let him explain this, but just he was watching it again on his laptop. He said he got halfway through and said, not the same feeling.
He was watching it again on his laptop?
Yeah.
Well,
When-
that's
as soon
it's
as it hit
available
Crave.
now.
Yeah, it hit Crave.
okay. Well, that's kind of a problem, though. You're comparing
comparison.
a movie theater to a laptop,
I don't know,
obviously.
but his walk-in feeling was that like,
He had overreacted.
no, he was like, I really love the movie and I can't wait to watch it again. That was his
No,
feeling.
no,
after.
I know. You explained that to us. I didn't hear his report, but you had said that he had said that it was an amazing movie.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to say
Okay.
is, first of all, the first time is always going to be the best movie experience.
Of course.
And the movie theater, like, I wouldn't be surprised that my interpretation would change on second viewing on a laptop.
Yes.
I
But
would expect it to change.
He was much more shocked.
Okay.
He was much more shocked than.
Shocked in the sense of, I can't believe I thought I liked it that much.
No, I think he really had the expectations that he would like it at a reasonable scale.
Gotcha.
And it was a lot lower.
This is very interesting stuff. One thing I've been following on social media, no spoilers, don't worry, is how they were able to insert so many Easter eggs into the movie.
Oh, I didn't know they had. many.
All types of Easter eggs that make me kind of want to watch it just to see if I can spot them.
Oh, okay.
So here we have a comparison. We have 2 different images. At the top here is the 2022 The Batman. You can see a bust of Shakespeare at the Wayne Manor. And it's a reference to the 1960s Batman show. That's the same bust that Bruce would lift up to enter the Batcave. And you can see the image of that. Same bust. Boom. Shakespeare bust.
Wow.
And it's like such a nothing kind of insert in the new movie. There's a couple of other frames I saw where the Joker actually is, but tiny, like you would never spot him
Okay.
type of thing. It kind of makes me want to watch it just to know that there's the attention to detail there.
Right, right.
But I got this whole variety of reports from all you guys. It's hard for me to even watch at this point. It's so much input I'm getting.
Well, you don't really care. You like spoilers, right?
Well, I don't mind it because the chances of me watching it are slim.
Watch it with your kids. It's not too violent.
Well, I don't know why I've been reluctant to watch it, but yeah, maybe I should. I just don't know. When I leave on a decent relationship with a superhero,
I get it. I haven't watched the new Spider-Mans because I like the ones that I remember.
whoa.
Which one?
I didn't expect.
I like the originals. I know this in people
With
don't.
McGuire?
Yeah, yeah. Well, they just have like a nostalgic feeling to me,
Yeah.
right? So
I think-
this new Tom guy, he doesn't give me the same nostalgia.
I think this is controversial what you're doing right now.
I'm sure it is.
But I was surprised to hit such a note with you there.
Oh, you're still on the Spider-Man thing?
You just went. There was a connection.
No, I get it, man. Sometimes you want to ruin something. You got like a good thing, and
I don't think I think it's subconscious for one. I don't think I've thought about it as much as you
well,
have.
no, it's out there because people will sometimes get upset that like, why are you doing another Batman? You're gonna ruin Batman.
And by the way, I don't agree. I think you keep going, whatever, because
Yeah.
there's new generations and everything else. But I liked the Nolan stuff. I liked it, and every time you do these franchises, you got to reboot the whole thing, all the stylings and the interpretations and the actors and everything else.
Right.
Is it woke?
The movie?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Not at all.
I don't think so. Not at all.
Uh-oh, he's got a... Well, I'm not asking for a
Oh,
spoiler.
we got to discuss it. You got to watch it, and then we can discuss
you wanted
later
to...
on.
Oh, I thought you were going to take this offline. He heard the word woke and he got nervous.
Ends the life.
Because that's what I tune into for
No.
movies now.
No, Lou, there was absolutely nothing woke at all about my experience in watching the Batman movie
Yeah.
in 2022.
The Batman.
The Batman movie.
And that's all for today's show. We will see you tomorrow on the next episode of Lou Later. Bye.
Oh, man.
Somebody says there was one woke line in it. That must be what you're thinking of, Will.
Yeah,
One-
probably.
Just one woke. I think that's okay. I mean, I don't know what the woke ratio anybody's looking for is, but
Yeah.
probably some people want none. Some people want some people want all of it. Max woke. I don't know what the rules are. There's always a ratio, isn't there? Well, was that the last story of the day? You see, we did it, guys. Guys, we did it. We did it. I know we were staring at some tabs earlier, and the guys were like, man, it's so much up there. How are we possibly going to make it to the end of this journey? And somehow, some way, we figure it out together, collectively, along with the community, because I think it's a record setter for Super Chats. Honestly, you guys came out heavy on 420. I don't know what that says about us or you or anybody, but we really do appreciate it. And as I mentioned, we love doing it. And so you can expect us to be back tomorrow. Earlier. Early time tomorrow. What?
Yep.
Early time tomorrow. You're not going to need to stay up till 2 a.m. Oh my God. And it's real. It's real. It's really real, is what I would say.
Uh-huh.
See you guys tomorrow. Thank you again. Truly appreciate it. Thank you.